Hello, 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 chat. Hello. Oh, I forgot to mute myself on the thing. Hee hee. We're working on it. We're working on it. Hello, hi. So, what do you mean, chat? Just over for lunch? What the fuck? Is it doing this again? It did this last time too. Here, I'm just gonna switch over to the gaming screen. I'm just gonna switch over to here because it's already being a bit of a pain. Chat, hello, hi. Hopefully chat box is working. If it's not, I don't know how to fix it, and I'm going to have to talk to my managers later. But hello, hi. It's me again. Welcome to Debut 2.0, aka my 3-hour yap sesh over things I like. I will basically be just doing a personality quiz stream today. So I'm going to be... It's not working? Of course it's not working. Why would it work? I believe it's because it's the one that they have on Streamlabs that I use for a backup is in fact Twitch only or something like that. Something's wrong with it. I don't know. I was trying to fix it before stream came up because it was being funny. But, it did not work. We'll get it working eventually, I swear. It's on the top of my priority list. It's on the board. But hello. Hi, everybody. I can at least see chat. I think that's all that matters. All that matters is that I can actually see you guys. Alright. So, today, we're going to be doing a slew of personality tests so that hopefully y'all can get to know me better. I'm very excited for this. This stream is going to be great. At the halfway point, we are going to take a small break, and then we're going to switch into doing a few tier maker lists so you guys can see my opinions because they're the only correct ones. Anywho's, so yeah, we're just gonna be working on taking some personality tests. Also, I realize I don't have this on. Let me just... Oh, it's muted. That's why it's not on. Guys, we're working on it. I promise we're working on it. So basically, I thought we'd have some nice chill music in the background. We're listening to Undertale music today and Undertale remixes because it's calming. It's a chill day. It's chill. And also, welcome to the stream. So, we're going to be taking personality quizzes. I chose some really long ones because I am in fact a masochist. So yeah, let's get started. We're gonna first start with like that 16 personalities. This is the IN something or rather. I've seen a lot of people talk about this one and have it in their bios, so I'm like very interested. I think I've done this once before and I have no clue what I got. Again, things like this are in one ear, out the other. Alright, so regularly make new friends. I'd say with the way I am here, Probably. I'd say I'm good at making new friends. I talk to you guys a lot. I like talking on Twitter a lot. I like talking to people on Twitter, but also I have very bad social anxiety in person. In person, I'm the worst. I will just sit there in silence and stare because I just get scared of talking to people. Social anxiety is a bitch, and I do have it. So we're gonna actually go with like... We'll go with a little bit agree. Actually, lesser agree, I think. Next, complex novel ideas excite you more than straightforward ones. Okay, so what does it mean by that? What does it mean by that? Does it mean like complex magic systems in a thing? Or does it mean like complex like relationships, like interpersonal relationships? Also, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that so it looks better. Complex novel ideas. By the way, chat, if you guys have any questions for me, do not be afraid to ask. I am here to answer them. If you have any questions about any of the Sabia slides or just any random, like, questions, let me know. I'd be very happy to answer. But I don't know. I'm gonna go in the middle for this one because I don't understand what it's trying to ask. I don't understand if it means, like, specifically, like, red or blue. Obviously red. Definitely red. No. I like them both equally, actually. I do like them equally. Red and blue are both really, really good. If you're talking about in the old Mashima, how do you pronounce that? That old sense, I neither, because I never watched it as a kid. I had a cousin that was really into it, but I was not. Damn, yeah. Hi, Lily. Welcome to stream. Thank you for tuning in. It's very lovely to see you here. Let's see. Next question. Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about this. I very much take in my own personal feelings into account on, like, when making decisions. If somebody tells me that a person is an asshole, I need all the facts before I agree with them, even if it's someone I'm close with. So I'm gonna say disagree. Not an entire disagree, because there's certain things. There's certain things that, like, I get. Well, actually, maybe full agree. We'll go with full agree. If somebody comes up to me and says, like, that a friend of mine has done something heinous, I will just be like, ayo, can I see what you're talking about? May I see what you're talking about so I can make an informed decision, man? You're living in... No. Immediate no. Well, my desk is clean right now, but that's because I cleaned it up right before stream. No. Lillian can attest to this. I do not keep a clean workspace. It's bad. It's bad. I'm very bad at collecting things. I will take things, I will keep them in my space, and I will not give them back up or let them leave the space for, like, hours. Days. Months or years, even. Yep. Yeah, I'm a little hoarder. I am, in fact. Especially with craft supplies and stationery, I am a very big hoarder of them. I usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. In between. Actually, I'd say more agree. I can stay level-headed. Depends on what kind of pressure it is as well. So, like, if it's something that I can control, I usually am very calm about it. If it's something that, like, I think that's a good answer. I try and stay calm under pressure. Yeah. We'll place it there. That seems about accurate. You find the idea of networking approach to strangers very daunting? Fucking yes. So little funny fun fact. When it came to promoting my stuff in the Zenith Discord or, like, anywhere, I was always really like, hey, am I allowed to do this? I always ask, and I always get really nervous to ask, and I always stress about asking, even if it's, like, the Zenith server, the Zenith, like, community server that we have. I will still go, like, hey, am I allowed to post this here? And they're like, it's your schedule. Of course you are. You're one of the talents. It's a whole thing. But yeah, fucking, it scares me. Do you prioritize your tasks effectively, often completing them before the deadline? This one's funny, because when I was younger, in, like, high school and college, I would not. I was the bitch that needed like, I literally had a 504, and all it was you're allowed to turn in assignments late, because I will forget about them, or I will forget them at home or something like that. But as of recently, as of joining Zenith, any of the projects that I've been working on for Zenith, I've been like on top of them and like really working at them as best as I can. And like I feel like I've been doing pretty good at it. I've gotten everything for my Zenith deadlines really good. So I'm gonna say lesser agree. If it's something I'm not interested in, I don't think I turn it in on time. I have very big ADHD brain. People's stories and emotions speak louder than numbers of data. Ooh. Yeah, I agree with this. I do agree with this. I feel like everyone has a voice and they deserve to use their voice. Like, for reference, I think that one of the best things to do is to let smaller creators have the chance to speak. And that's one of the reasons I like Zenith so much, is because a lot of us were smaller creators beforehand. You're good at sticking at things you're invested. Thank you, Mr. Mushroom. Thank you. Yeah, I am. I feel like I am, at least. That's the best way I could have put it. Speak louder than Mr. We'll say. Yeah, we'll say agree. I like organizing and using organizing tools like schedules and lists. As of recently, I've gotten better with it. But also, I'm very, very bad at actually making the lists. I'm pretty good at keeping Pokemon. Fair. Lily, you should take this test. I'm curious to see what everyone in Zenith's like answers to this would be. Actually, I'm gonna say agree. I've gotten better with them. I used to be horrible with them. I used to never keep a planner, and now I have to keep everything in a planner or everything on a calendar. And it's been really helping me. My executive dysfunction has been so much better than everything. Even a small mistake could cause you to doubt your own. Yeah. I get really nervous. I get really scared. And I'm like, I'm not confident in my abilities. Why am I here? To be honest, though, like, literally, one of the things that has been happening is I've been doing things with, like, as soon as I got into Zenith, I was like, how the fuck am I here? Everyone else in this company is so talented. Like, Lily and Victor can both fucking sing like crazy. And then Aries is fucking god tier artist. And I'm just sitting here like, I make memes on Twitter. And I do somewhat okay video editing. Why the fuck did I get in? Why the fuck was I chosen to go to the Zenith Manor out of all these very talented people? And like, yeah, even like small mistakes make me go like, no. As much as I am the boss, I'm very not self-confident. Gonna be honest. It's one of the things I'm working on. I'm talented too. Thank you, Gio. Thank you. That really helps. All right. You feel comfortable walking up to something you find interesting and Nope. Nope. I also widely criticize yourself. Yeah, it's a common thing among creatives to like hardcore criticize yourselves. And it's like really weird. Most creatives I've met have been that way. And like, it's very, very hard. But like, you just gotta learn to do it, man. It's the best thing you can do for yourself is just be like, I am competent and I am okay. Now back to the question at hand here. No, I get intimidated easily. I get very much intimidated easily by the stupidest things. I'm gonna really hope I didn't dox myself there. Basically, if I get intimidated really easily by if someone's really good at something and I'm just like, oh, I have to talk to them? Fuck. You're not too interested about decisions of various interpretations of creative work? No. I love critique. That is the biggest thing. as much as I criticize myself, I love the critique of others more. There's no way to improve without getting critique. That is like the biggest thing. If you're growing as a creator or an artist, you need to do critique. It's very important. Next, I think that's a sign to drink some water. Chat, you need to hydrate or dihydrate. Hydrate or I'm gonna waterboard you. That's what we're going with for this one. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Yeah. Sadly, as fucky as it sounds, if I know for a fact someone is not able to handle something, then you have to tell them. Otherwise, it's like a morality thing. Like, for example, let's just say, like, I have a perfect example, but I can't really talk about it. I have a perfect example, but I can't talk about it. Oh, fuck, what's a better example than that one to use then? Basically, let's say it's something like cooking. If somebody is really, really bad with onions, and yet they keep trying to ask to cut the onions, you need to tell them and be like, no, I'm gonna cut the onions, otherwise you're gonna start crying like a little baby and we're not gonna get this thing finished. Like, I think like that. But also, like, respect the fact that they also wanted to cut the onions, you know? You know, am I making sense? Or am I making sense or am I just yapping? Does this make sense to anyone? I'm just gonna continue on, because I think I made sense. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Sometimes people gotta push themselves. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes people gotta push themselves, but also if it's... the onion metaphor, I guess, doesn't work too well. Like, let's say it's like a group project. Let's say that, here, I'll use me and the manor as an example. Let's say that, I myself am like, I'm gonna take up the drawing. I'm gonna take up a drawing for a thing that we're doing. But, you know, I keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Or I keep going at it and then, like, stopping and, like, you get it. You get it. I know that someone like Aries would be able to handle that better than myself. So, as much as I love drawing and enjoy my drawing, I'm not going to be able to do that thing in time. So, when determining a course of action, I would be like, hey, Aries, can you do this for me? Can you do this for everyone? Because I'm not going to be able to. Like, you need to measure your own strengths. If it's something that needs to get done, even if someone feels that they can do it, it's a whole thing. It's a weird combination, I guess. It's good to push yourself, but if you're in a very serious environment where you have to choose to do something, or something has to get done, that's not usually the time to put someone who's weaker at doing something onto doing it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I think I explained my point well. We're moving on. We've been on this one for too long. We're moving on. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna do like a somewhat agree. Because I plan a thing that I want to do to that day. Like, for example, today I said I want to work on a project. I want to stream. And then I kind of am like, okay, here's some things that I can do for the day. And I don't actually plan it out. But to be fair, that's also a way that I work with my own ADHD. Is I'm like, okay, here are some things that need to get done either soonish or by today. And then I hop between those tasks. Because I'm more likely to finish if I'm hopping between different tasks than if I just sit down and focus and put all my brain power into one task. It's very good to, especially because sometimes when you're working on a project or something, you need to take your eyes off of it and like take a good step back, see the bigger picture kind of thing. And that's the way I see it. Anyways, you rarely worry about whether to make a good impression of it. Hell no. I am so bad with first impression. I get so nervous. This goes hand in hand with the thing I was talking about earlier, is I get super duper nervous. I overthink it. I overplan. I need people to like me. It's so bad. Especially if they are... Well, actually, I'm gonna go middle of the road. If it's a nobody, I don't care. But if it's, like, somebody big, I really, really, really care to the point where it can be a little bit debilitating. I think that's the best way to summarize that. Anyways, obviously this one's I love working on team. Well, I know I'm saying well and I'm going back and changing my answers a bit, but things keep popping in my head. So you enjoy participating in team-based activities. As somebody, as a VTuber in an agency, I love working with people. It's not working with people that's the issue. It's getting people to do the work on time. And getting it done the way you want. Commissioning is a nightmare. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Commissioning things and designing things with a team can be a nightmare sometimes. But, like, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be so afraid of doing it. Anywho's, here, adjust that a little bit. Okay, do you enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches? Very much agree. Especially with this VTubing thing. I very much want to be someone who's experimental and do things that either haven't been done or haven't been done in a way that I could have done them. It's a whole thing. I like pushing the boundaries when it comes to creativity like that. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Oh, this one's gonna be a there. This one's a middle of the road agree. Because you need to be completely honest, but there's no harm in sugarcoating things. Especially if somebody is not emotionally mature enough to handle said things. So, like, the best way I can explain it is, like, keep people's feelings in mind when you're being honest to them. Medicine does go down better with sugar. But also, you need to take the medicine. That's the best way that I can describe it. You need to take the medicine, and if having it with sugar makes it easier to take down, then do that. But you need to take the medicine. You need to be honest with yourself, but there's a nice way about being honest. Compliment sandwiches are pretty much something that I live by, if you can't tell. Anywho's, God, we're only 30% done. We're like a sixth of the way through the stream, and I've only 30% done with one quiz. We're gonna get to the ranking portion, where you might just have to skip over some of the quizzes, because I really want to break that up a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Actively seek out new experiences and knowledge of areas to explore more. Oh my god, I love going out and doing things. I love going out and doing things. I don't get to a lot, but I love to. What's up, nerd? What's up, nerd? What's up? Hi, Auntie. Welcome to the stream. For those of y'all who don't know, Auntie is the one who did the VGM in my starting soon BRB and ending screens. He's the one who wrote the Who the Fuck Taught My Ferret to Drift. He's a wonderful musician and a wonderful person, so please go give them some love. They deserve all of it. They're also currently working on my new BGM. I'm not using it right now because I don't have any of the files, but, which is why we're listening to Undertale music. But it is coming, and soon it's not going to be something like this. It's going to be all original, and it's all going to be posted on the channel for y'all to watch and enjoy. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Go give them some love, and welcome to the chat, Anti. Sorry to single and point you out, but like I need to let people know because I need to point. I point and I stare and I laugh and I giggle and I say, go follow this one, nerds. Noodle dudes, do your job. You're the amazing one. Fair. To be fair, we both are. We both overwork ourselves. Anywho's, let's get back to the questions, shall we? You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. I agree. You never learn something if you don't try. And that's how I've been approaching things recently. Prone to worrying about things. We'll take a turn for the worse. I am the biggest worrywart. I freak out over the tiniest things. It's horrible but hilarious, but I'm also easy to calm down afterwards. So I'm gonna just hit agree and move on. You enjoy solitary hobbies and activities more than group-based ones? Huh. That one's an iffy. Cause like, theoretically I do. I like doing things like sewing and knitting and crocheting. I like doing a lot of indoor activities. I like watching movies. I like watching TV. I like reading books, which are like really lonely activities. But also, I like to do those activities with people. I love sitting down for movie nights. I love like doing fucking crochet, Polyplush crochet circle, which we're gonna have to do eventually one day, now that I've put that into the universe. But yeah. It's very middle of the road. I'm gonna go with middle of the road for this one. Because, like, I like doing solitary hobbies with people, if that makes sense. I think that's the best course of action here. Cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Disagree. Very much disagree. I'm a very creative person by nature. So, like, I am very much, like, I love creating things. Well, plus also this could be interpreted as the whole VTubing thing that I'm doing here. So like, hey, I could very much imagine myself doing this for a while. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I think we talked about this up farther on the list. So like, yeah, efficiency over emotion sometimes is needed. Doesn't mean you should discount emotions entirely, which is why it's probably actually a lower. Like, always listen to what people want to do, but if something needs done, it needs done. And you, like, yeah, you can be nice about it, but you still need to, it still needs done. Character lore is just an ongoing story. True. That is 100% true. Do you prefer your chores? You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? No. I'm gonna say no. Well, first of all, I don't really do chores. I don't clean. I'm very bad at cleaning. It's... I'll eventually get better at it. Eventually. It's on my list of things to do. My million length long list of things to do. But, I am a person that needs to take breaks. If I don't take breaks or hop between two different tasks, I get bored and I wander. My mind wanders. I sometimes will physically wander. I am a notorious pacer. I will pace between my kitchen and little dining room area that I have down here in the basement, and I will just pace and pace and pace, and it's, ugh. And then everyone in the Zenith Manor comes down, specifically, like, Lillian, because she's usually the closest, and, like, Theo and Ares, Victor sometimes as well, and they'll just come down and they'll be like, stop pacing, you're shaking the house, and I'm like, I'm sorry, okay, I'm thinking. It's bad, it's bad. I'll fix it eventually. I feel like Laika would try cleaning and your character would come home to just everything on fire. Yes, absolutely. There are absolutely times where I've been cleaning and fucking Lily just comes in and is like, how did the fire start? No joke, no joke. There was one time I was setting the manor table. I was setting the table at the manor. And, you know, like, we had cleaned it, and there was, like, nice candles out. You know, we wanted the room to smell really nice. And, you know, I'm, like, trying to, like, wipe down all of, like, the dining chairs and everything. So I flip... It's at the head of the table, where Theo usually sits. I flip up the table runner so that I could wipe off that part of the table. And I sit there for a second, then I start smelling smoke. And then I'm like, uh-oh. Because I know exactly what I did. And I look, and I did do exactly what I did. Because I had flipped it up onto I had flipped the table runner up onto one of the candles, and it lit on fire, and then I started freaking out, and I, threw a water pitcher on it. And then I got scolded. And that's also one of the reasons I don't like helping out anymore, because I'm like, I'm so afraid I'm gonna light something on fire! What the fuck is my voice doing? What the fuck did my voice just do there? Why did I go squeaky toy? What the fuck is going on? We're drinking and continuing on. I'm sipping my water and we're continuing on. Did you not start the fire? Has it always been burning since the world's been Yes! Good one, good one, good one. In disagreements, you prioritize pivoting your... prioritize proving your point. Proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Kind of agree. I'm putting kind of agree. Like as a sim, spontaneous combustion. Totally true. Totally true. I will just spontaneously combust one day. Bear's voice gets squeaky when it feels threatened or stressed. This isn't stressing me out, though. It's fine. We're not going to talk about the time I almost lit the table on fire. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. I said kind of agree. So, basically, I do focus on proving myself right, but you can sway me. I'm not entirely, except for later when it comes to food. I'm right, you're wrong, shut up. But that's for when we do the ranking. That's for when we do the ranking stuff. Don't worry, try for a baby with the... Jesus Christ, no. Do you usually wait for others to introduce themselves for social gatherings? Yes. Yes. I do not approach people in public. I get scared. Oh my god, I get very scared at social gatherings. We already talked about this. I don't want to go into it again. Mood can change very quickly. You guys saw that's an automatic agree. I can go from very, very happy to very, very... Earlier today, it was like that. So, weird thing about the Zenith Manor. And you guys might be able to hear them occasionally. I don't think they're doing it now. Are you doing it now? No, they're not doing it now. So, funny thing about the Zenith Manors, specifically the basement. The basement is, in fact, haunted. It's haunted by these two little ghost dogs and their handler. And, like, occasionally they pop up. So you will occasionally hear them in the background. It's not my fault. I can't do it. I can't do anything. This is their basement. I'm just staying in it until I can move somewhere else in the manor. But sometimes you'll hear them, and I sometimes get irrationally angry when the ghost dogs start barking, especially if it's at nothing. I get irrationally angry, and I go, why? Why, ghost dogs? Why have you done this to me? I'm just trying to game! Why are you barking? And it's a whole thing. So if you do hear them barking, I am so sorry. But yeah, it makes me irrationally angry. Remember, kids, social gatherings are scary. Something's on fire. I'm using that. I'm totally trying that next time we have, like, a meeting at the Zenith Manor. Anytime we have any guests over, I'm just gonna light everything on fire. And that's a promise. Anyways, you are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. That one I'm not sure of. No, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree. Specifically because, if someone's trying to say, like, a very emotional plea, and it's some really stupid shit, I'm not gonna agree with them. You have to have the facts. Everyone else is having a good time and Laika sitting in the corner next to a small campfire. Dude, if they're, to be honest, if we do go visit a place and there is a campfire, I'm usually sitting right near it. Because I like campfires. I like warm. I like being warm. Option of doing things at the last possible moment. This one's middle of the road. It depends on my interest in what I'm doing. So my managers will be able to attest to this. Certain things, if I'm really excited about it, I will get them done immediately, turned in immediately, and like all of that kind of stuff. But if it's something I don't want to do, if it's something I don't want to do, I will push it off and push it off and push it off until the last minute, and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta finish this, and that's how we end up with shelf. And I'm not talking about Aries, I'm talking about the fact of why Aries is called shelf. End up doing things at the last possible moment, we'll do a middle of the road. Enjoy debating ethical dilemmas? Really. Not really, actually. I don't like getting into arguments. You're a plushie, aren't you warm by default? Actually, kind of. Kind of, but I like being more warm. I like being more warm. Next. Oh my god, we're only halfway done with this, and we're already almost an hour into stream. I'm not gonna finish this in time. I'm not gonna finish one in time, let alone the 5 that I have to do. We're gonna start speed running. Let's go. You usually prefer to be around others than do things on your own. We talked about this during debut. I hate being alone. It makes me go crazy. It's the only reason why I agreed to move into the basement, is because there's other things here to communicate with, and then I realized that the dogs are actual dogs and not like funny little plushy dogs. And they bark, and it makes me unreasonably angry. But the weird human ghost thing that they have down here is pretty nice. Although he does get angry too. I don't know. It's a whole thing. You become bored or lose interest when a discussion gets highly theoretical? Mid. It depends on the thing. Sometimes I get... It depends on... Well, highly theoretical. What does that mean? I'm gonna put middle of the road because I don't understand what that one means. My brain can't comprehend. If anyone wants to try and tell me before we move on from this section, take the chat space, because I don't understand what they mean by that. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. No. No, I'm usually pretty easily swayed by facts. Like, if it's, like... Okay. Again, I'm using the situation of if someone tells me my friend's a shitty person and did XYZ, and they can prove that they did XYZ, even though I love my friend, they did XYZ, and they need to be accountable for that. You find it challenging to make consistent works or study schedule. Oh god. There's a reason schedules come out on Saturdays instead of Sundays. It's because I need to have everything done by that time. Because otherwise, if it's not done by then, I will not have a schedule. It's the whole thing. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. To my own detriment. Sometimes I don't think about things I do or say. It's a problem. Friends will describe you as lively, outgoing. I don't know, chat. Am I lively and outgoing, as they say here? Is this me? Is this me? I think so. But like, if you guys think otherwise, let me know. I think I'm a pretty nice, happy, lively, outgoing person. Yes, okay, I'm seeing yeses, so we're going with it. I have a Discord message, I think. No, it's not from any of my managers, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing? Yes, I like doing art, I like doing crafts, I like doing that kind of stuff. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Depends. I'll slightly agree. Sometimes I get a vibe from people and I'm like, that's not a good vibe. Yo, that's not a good vibe. If you do something, I'm not gonna be surprised. I'll be nice to you. But if I find out you do something stupid, then, like, bad vibes. You like to have a to-do list for each day? Kind of. Kind of. We'll go with slightly agree. Because I kind of like to have that. No. None of my managers have yelled at me today. We're good. Rarely feel... Moving on. You avoid making phone calls? No. I love calling. My managers will tell you. I am always in the management VC, and I'm always bugging the other members to be like, hey, are you free? Let's hang out. Or, like, I'll also bug management, like, hey, you guys doing anything? Can we do something fun? It's a problem. I stay in work calls for far too long. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Kind of. If I can think of them, yes. I'm willing to play devil's advocate if that's what they're asking. Most of the time, I'm willing to play devil's advocate. You can easily connect with people that you've just met. Chat. This is talking about you. This is an agree. I at least feel like I can. If I'm not, tell me. I would love to improve. Hey, talking to cool people is fun. Talking to cool people is very fun. It's very fun and very, very enticing and very, very happy. I like it. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get them back on track as soon as possible. Oh my god. I'm gonna kind of agree. If it's something, I spaz out. A lot of the time, I spaz out, and it's bad. Also, at worst, we'll just you know what I just realized? At worst, we'll just extend the stream. That's fine. We'll stream until, like, midnight tonight. It's fine. I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't make me stream till midnight. Actually, that probably wouldn't be too bad. The ghost hasn't been around and said he's probably not going to be around for a couple days. You know, ghost things. He's doing just ghosty things, so only the dogs are around, so it's a whole thing. Are you still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago? I lay in bed awake thinking of things that I did in middle school that were cringe. Pog. Very much pog. I will lay awake at night thinking about the fact that stream till 6 a.m. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, I don't think I have a stream planned tomorrow, so... At worst, we just stay up till tomorrow. We stream through the night. We turn this into a 24-hour marathon stream. Let's go. I'm very bothered by mistakes I made a while ago. I cringe. Cringe culture is dead, but I will still cringe at myself for doing stupid shit, like when I was in 5th grade and used to chase people around on the playground like a feral wolf. Is that normal for anyone else, by the way? Did anyone else have that? Like, where... Like... It was a weird thing that happened at, like, my elementary school a lot. Where the girls would roleplay, like, wolf packs or warrior cats or something like that. And they would chase around their crushes. I got a hold and bit one of them before. It was lovely. 3rd stream, 24-hour marathon, just because... In all honesty, that is something that would happen. My managers would kill me. My managers would take me out back and shoot me. Yeah. God, I remember that in elementary school. Yeah, I was a biter. I'm not gonna lie. As you all know, I like biting. I like biting people. I like biting. It's so nice. I have a weird oral fixation, and I don't know why. We're gonna just not focus on that too much right now. It'll be fine. Anyways, you're not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future? I do like to discuss them, but I also discuss them in a pessimistic viewpoint because the world's kind of going to shit. But it's fine. We're not gonna think about that here. It's fine. Fair is teethy. Noted. Have you seen my Twitter? Have you seen my Twitter? I talk about... Half of my tweets are me trying to talk about biting you people. Because I like biting! Half of the time I'm threatening to bite people, and the other half of the time I am biting people. Stupid shit happened to me like that in middle school. Ugh. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like a fails personality quiz, gone weird, gone biting. That would have been a perfect title for the stream, too. I don't look at Twitter. It's a hellscape. Yeah. Fair, fair. Nom 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 nom. I give myself a little treat, by the way. Never mind. I had soda pop on the side as well as water. I've been drinking the water and now the soda's flat. And it tastes disgusting. Oh, that tastes like ash water. Weird thing. So, my parents, back when I was a human, used to smoke a lot. So, occasionally, a lot of the time, if they were out in the go, they would ash their cigarettes into pop cans. And a lot of times when you're a kid, you get confused and confuse the old pop can for the new pop can. And then you sip it and you get a mouthful of cigarette ash. And to me, whenever I drink flat pop, that's what it tastes like now. It's a weird experience, but it's like one of my own personal little things, and I think it's interesting. How long has that soda been sitting? Things don't get flat quickly. It's already, to be honest, it was the last bit of a can. It was the last bit of a 2-liter that we got like 2 or 3 days ago. But yeah, it's gross. Your emotions control you more than you control them. As much as I hate to admit it, that is true. I do things... I'm able to think logically, but I do tend to act emotionally a lot of the time. It's weird. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel, rather than what's most logical and efficient. Middle of the road. Middle of the road because it depends. It's a weird kind of depends kind of thing. Anyways, your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Managers hate me. Teachers used to hate me. I get random spurts of creativity where I do tons and tons of work, and then dry spells where all my creativity is dried out. I hope one of those doesn't come soon. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel this. Do I need to explain? I've talked... Half of the stuff is just rehashing the same shit. Fuck. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time? Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. I love working on group projects with people, don't get me wrong. But if they don't do the group project right, then it's a thing. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? Middle of the road, because sometimes it can be, sometimes it isn't. The only point of measure if you're wasting time is if you're supposed to be doing something. If you're supposed to be doing something and you're not doing that thing, you're wasting time. So, like, if you're filling the void of time you should be doing something with before a deadline with pondering abstract philosophical questions, then I guess. Keep bullying you to be funny even if you hit a dry spell. Poke the ferret with a stick. Don't poke the ferret with a stick. That hurts. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres rather than quiet, intimate places. Depends. I like to spend my alone... Like, I like to spend... Actually, I kind of agree. I like being around people, but also I get really nervous around people, and sometimes it's good to just sit back and be alone. But also, I don't like being alone too much. I like being alone in public places. Well, actually, no. Oh my god, it's so confusing. My brain hurts. Why did I do the hardest one first? If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Middle of the road. It depends on the thing. It depends on the severity of the thing, I should say. My god, we're almost done! We're almost done with the first one, and we have like 5 more to go! Often feel overwhelmed? Yes. Often. That's an ADHD, depression, and anxiety thing, though. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Depends on the thing. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Yeah, pretty much. I agree with that. But I also like having direction on what to do. I like having a direction, but also being able to put my own creative input into it. Weird, but yeah. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. As much as I hate to agree with it, I do. Everyone has biases, and sometimes we act on those biases without even realizing it. You struggle with deadlines? Half of the time. Half of the time. It depends on if I like the thing or not. That's really it. Alright, and you feel comfortable with confident things will work out for you. Ever since joining Zenith, I do feel like that. For a while, I was very much doomer, like, nothing's gonna work out, everything's gonna fall apart. But now I actually feel confident in my abilities and things that I can do. I know I just joined the stream, but what are you doing? Just asking. This is my debut 2.0. I am currently letting you just chatting with chat and doing personality quizzes in the background so that you guys can get an understanding of how things in my brain work. As well, we're going to end up ranking things later in the stream, so I will be telling you guys your opinions are wrong. Actually, I might do a ranking section soon. We're going to actually go in between. I originally was going to do all of the quiz section in one, all the ranking in another. I think after the brain power it took to do this one, I think that we're just going to skip over and do a ranking one. So we'll alternate between the two, so I can not have to use my brain as much, because I am, in fact, a very stupid parrot. This is the 16 personalities, this kind of thing. You know, the weird text-based one, each of these has a meaning behind it. But as you guys can see, I got the campaigner. I don't know what that means. Campaigners are enthusiastic, creative, sociable free spirits who always find a reason to smile. Aww, I think so. I try and be optimistic. It's hard sometimes, but it happens. Might get a description message. It's just me. I have no clue what that means. It says I'm extroverted? Really? 57% extroverted. I'm like right in the middle though. I'm extroverted through a screen. If it's not through a screen, I am heavily introverted because I have really bad social anxiety. I remember doing personality tests when it was... I can't tell what you're trying to say. But then again, that might just be a skill issue on my part. Intuitive. I'm like right in the middle. God. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden messages and meanings and possibilities. Yeah, that sounds about like me. Feeling. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. I am like right on the cusp for almost all of these. What the fuck? Prospecting. Prospecting individuals are good at improvising, adapting to opportunities, and they tend to be flexible, nonconformists who value novelty above stability. Yeah, to my detriment, yeah. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven perfectionists, eager to improve. Yeah, accurate. It's accurate. Alright. No, I'm not doing that. It's the INFP personality thing. I got this one. So, let me just... I'm gonna be posting some of my results in here. So chat, we got one. I'm an ENFP-T, apparently. I don't know. It's, in all honesty, this is just kind of more so I can talk about my logic and reasoning stuff and explain things. So we're gonna go on to the fun stuff now. We're gonna skip ahead from some of the other stuff, and we're gonna do something else that's fun. We're doing tier list! So you guys can understand, and because I'm right and you're wrong, and you guys need to not. We're doing soda! I'm telling you my opinion of different sodas. I'm switching up one of these tiers, by the way. We're doing this by the American grading scale, which means there's no E, which means E is getting turned to never had it. So S rank is the best. F rank is the worst. I will not drink F. And never had it. So, let's see. What is this? What is this one? That's not normal root beer, so I've never had it. We're starting off with the never had it. God damn it. Root beer. A&W root beer. Fun fact. I've been to Canada, but I've never been to an actual A&W restaurant because when I was up there, my friends refused to take me for some reason. I don't know why. Next time I go up to Canada, I will be trying them though. So, root beer. A&W root beer in particular. I like A&W. It's my favorite of the root beers, I will say. But I don't reach for it that often. I'm gonna give this a B tier. This seems like a good B tier pick. Barks, same thing. It's gonna be middle of the road. Blueberry ginger ale. Blueberry ginger ale. Never had it. Cranberry ginger ale. I've had Well, here's the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go through and take out all the ones that I haven't had yet, so you guys can yell at me for not having your favorite. I've had that before. Haven't had that. Haven't had that. Crush makes a cherry flavor? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Alright. None of the Sunkist because I don't have it in my area. I probably should have chosen one with less things on it. I really wish you could zoom in on the things. Because I can't tell some of these. That's one that I've never had. I've never had that Fanta. I've never had... I don't have a lot of the fancy flavors, is the big thing. I have some flavors, but I haven't had any of, like, the really nice fancy flavors. So, take this with what you will. Never had any of these, like, Fresca ones. To be honest, they'd all probably go in low tier anyways, because a lot of just flavored shit can be kind of disgusting sometimes. Schwemps. Actually, I've had that one. That's one I haven't had. Okay. I haven't had this one. Sorry, I didn't organize these beforehand, so we're just going off of how it goes. I've never had blueberry. Actually, I have had blueberry Fanta. In the depths of my mind, I remember blueberry Fanta. We'll get to that one. Sunkist Vault also will go here because I've never had it. This one will go here because I never had it. I've had this one. Stop trying to go into the wrong section. You I haven't had. You I haven't had. You I haven't had. Alright. Sorry, there's a lot of these I haven't had. Alright. We're going... I have never had Sprite Ginger Ale. From now, we'll get started. Ginger ale? Ginger ale. The drink of choice when you're sick. And that's the reason why I fucking hate it. Ginger ale fucking sucks. I hate ginger ale. It's disgusting. I'm quickly just gonna move the other ginger ale into this category. Ginger ale makes me want to throw up because every time I used to have it when I was a kid was when I was throwing up. So I just associate the taste of Canada Dry and ginger ale with vomit. And it's disgusting. Next up. Gonna move that there. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coca-Cola in particular. A tier. We're putting this in A tier. It's not the best cherry soda beverage, but it's decent. Actually, it's going down to B. It's going down to B because I realized something else is on here. I haven't had you. And that is Cherry Pepsi. Now, I'm gonna get called sacrilege for this, but I will explain myself later. It's going into A tier. Actually, I'm gonna move those two there. Coca-Cola and Pepsi. For those of you guys who don't know, I absolutely love my colas. I love colas, anything cola flavor. And I'm gonna really confuse people by doing this. To me, they almost taste the same. It's the taste after they start going flat that's different. Pepsi tastes worse going flat. So it's still staying high up. It's going to B tier. What doesn't taste as different and as much like ash is the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is S tier. Coca-Cola is S tier, but Coke Cherry is worse than Coke with Pepsi. And the reason for this, there's an actual reason for this. Because the formulas for Coca-Cola and Pepsi are almost exactly alike, except for there's one notable distinct difference in Pepsi. And that's the fact that Pepsi has citric acid in it. It's got extra citric acid to give it more of a fruity flavor, which is why it works better with the extra little fruit additives. So that's why it tastes better with the cherry, because you're getting that layer of citrus in with the cherry and it helps bring out the cherry flavor more. And why Cherry Coke is not as good. Weird little rant that I have, but that's the way that pans out. And that's also why I like Coke. Also, Pepsi found, the only thing is Coca-Cola makes your teeth tingle a little more, but I personally like the teeth tingling. As you guys know, I have an oral thing. I have an oral fixation. I like my teeth tingling. I guess we'll do the other cherry colas because Dr. Pepper is A tier. It's above A tier. It's S tier. Sorry, I'm flipping my tiers because I'm not used to having an S tier. It is S tier. Dr. Pepper is S tier. And that's like, it's the best of the cherry cola sodas. Because I don't know why. I don't even know why. It's like, for something that's cherry flavored, the flavor of the cola is a bit more reduced. That way it's not with the other ones. If I'm wanting something cherry, a cherry cola, I'll reach for Dr. Pepper more than the other ones. That also, the Dr. Pepper cherry is lower just because the extra cherry throws off the balance of everything. The whole thing is it's a balancing act. With cherry colas, it's a very big balancing act. And Dr. Pepper Cherry throws off Dr. Pepper's ratio so bad and makes it taste like you're just drinking grenadine. It's the same thing with Mountain Dew Code Red. Mountain Dew Code Red just tastes like you're chugging grenadine, and I do not like it. It is a C tier. It's not an F tier or a D tier, but it's a C tier. Same thing goes for Voltage. Voltage has the same weird balancing issue. A lot of the Mountain Dews have it. I think we found our first D tier because Mountain Dew is going in D tier. The Mountain Dew is just, it's too acidic. You can't pinpoint a flavor. Mountain Dew is just Mountain Dew. And over the years, I just don't like the taste of it. It's not as good. Baja Blast, hot take. Baja Blast is going to be a hot take, and people are going to be angry with me over this one. But this is my tier list, and you're all wrong. Baja Blast is fucking disgusting. I hate the taste of it, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the taste of Baja Blast, but I do not like it. It is disgusting to me. Mug Root Beer is going up with A&W. They're very similar. They're very similar. Mug is just a bit cheaper. Actually, A&W is going up to A tier. I'm reformatting my tiers a little bit. It's going up to A tier. It took me a second. The Crushes. Orange Crush. Orange Crush. Orange Crush versus Fanta. Surprisingly enough, Baja Blast is identically normal to normal Mountain Dew. No, it's not. There's like one other layer of taste there that throws it off. It's got a more muted taste than the actual Mountain Dew. And I just don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. It's just something in it makes it grosser. It makes it to the point where I don't like it. But Orange Crush versus Orange Fanta. I actually like Orange Crush more. Orange Crush is my go-to S tier for orange soda. I don't know what the formula difference is. I haven't looked into it. Some of these I've looked into the formula differences for. Some of them I haven't. Fanta's the one that I haven't, because I always forget that Fanta exists. Just because I like Orange Crush better. Because it is objectively better. And you can all fight me on this. Pineapple Fanta is F tier. I've had it once and I will never have it again. Grape Crush and Grape Fanta are both F tier because anything artificial grape flavor is going in F tier because it's fucking disgusting. And if you have the disrespect to put that into your body, then you're fucking wrong. I'm sorry, but it's disgusting. Never had that one. What else do we have? Sprite Cranberry. I've had Sprite Cranberry once. It's not as good as normal Sprite. Oh, time for the other funny matchup. Hee. Sierra Mist versus Sprite. I like Sprite better, but I don't like Sprite. I don't like lemon lime soda. Lemon lime soda itself is just kind of gross. Sorry if I'm going too fast for this. I'm like processing in my brain as I'm talking. And I'm going a little fast, but it's fine. Sprite Cranberry. Sprite Cranberry is mid. It's not good. I don't like it as much as it's not one that I'd actively reach for. None of the Crushes, really. None of the other Fantas, really. Strawberry Fanta's going low. Fanta's going in B tier. I can handle it. If it's like the only soda I have option, I will grab it. But I don't like it. All of the strawberry is abhorrent. All of the super artificial ones are. Sierra Mist and Mellow Yellow as well. Mellow Yellow's here too. I don't like Mellow Yellow. And to be honest, Sierra Mist, I'll drink it if it's there, but I'm not going to reach for it. I'd rather have a Sprite than a Sierra Mist. And that is, in fact, my full ranking of... That is my full ranking of sodas, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Subjectively, I should say. I've been saying objectively wrong. Subjectively wrong. My man, absolutely based with that Crush take. I used to drink Crush more than Fanta. One, because it tastes better, and it tastes better, and the two, because I didn't like carbonation as much, and it was less carbonated. I think that's also my issue. I like it less So, for someone who likes soda, I like it a little less carbonated. And a lot of these flavors need to have some extra carbonation in them. Anywho's, so that one's done. We've finished... Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly make the ones that we've done green. Oh, we're gonna skip this personality quiz because the real one that I'm really excited to take. You fools! You absolute swine!
That's a wonderful idea.
We're taking an autism test, let's go! If you can't tell, I'm a very neurodivergent person. And I've never actually been tested for autism. At least not that I remember. Or I was so young that I don't remember. So we're gonna see live on air if I might have autism. This is gonna determine whether what I tell my doctor next time I go see him. Alright. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. Depends. It depends. Slightly disagree, we'll say. Because it depends. Certain things you have to do on your own. I don't like working with others on certain things. Certain things should only be done by one person. I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. Slightly agree. I like to keep to my, Actually, slightly disagree. Some days I like to mix it up. I will admit, some days I like to mix it up. But then again, I don't really have a routine. I do things differently every day. I just kind of have a layout of what I want to do during the day. Nice opera sounds. Thank you. It's Undertale because I am Undertale. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessive. Absolutely. I get so obsessed. If I'm into something, I'm super obsessed with it. For like weeks on end. So yeah. I'm sensitive to noise. I will wear earplugs to cover my ears in certain situations. Yes, I do. If I'm in a very crowded space in public, I can't deal with it. If I know it's coming, it's fine. But if it's like a really loud noise that I don't know is coming, it makes me freak out. Like, for example, like, it's just, it makes me freak out. It scares me, and it makes my ears hurt for a while afterwards. It's a whole thing. Wait, you're using display capture instead of window capture? Yeah. For right now, yeah. It works. It works, and I have no reason to change it right now, so, like, that's how we're going. Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. Slightly disagree. My big problem is I try and gauge people's comfort levels, and I actually... I'll go with slightly agree, actually. Because I try and make it a big thing. I try and ask people, hey, yo, are you doing okay? How are you doing? If I'm doing something that's annoying you, please, please let me know. But a lot of people say, like, dude, you've done absolutely nothing to warrant this. You've done absolutely nothing to warrant being so afraid that we're, upset with you. And, like, it's a big thing. It's a weirdly big thing that I have. So, yeah. It's the other way around. Sometimes I think I'm being really rude and really mean, but I'm actually just, like, still being overly polite. So it's this, but in reverse. So would that be slightly agree or slightly like, would that be agree or disagree? I also feel that on loud noises at my job. We have this big metal racks, and if they hit something, it makes the Rex cling, and I get stun locked for a second. I will get stun locked for more than a second. I will get stun locked for a good minute. And then I can still feel it ringing in my ears like 5 minutes after. It's really annoying. Sometimes people say I'm being rude, although I think I'm being polite. It's the other way around, so I don't know how I should answer this one. I'm going to slightly agree because it's kind of the same way, but different. Also, do I mean to have both BGMs playing? Are they both playing? They shouldn't both be playing. Were they both playing that entire time? Were both of the BGMs playing that entire time? Oh, I feel really bad now. I feel really, really bad now. Oh, that probably gave people so much sensory overload. Oh, shit. I am so sorry. I thought I had the other one off. Oh, shit. I probably just gave so many people sensory overload. Dear God. I did not mean to have both playing. Jesus fucking Christ. Did my managers even message? The managers didn't message me about it. They didn't notice, so it's fine. The managers didn't message me, so it's fine. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. Slightly agree. Sometimes authors are really bad at describing, but most of the time I can usually tell. What's the thing? There's a thing where some people have, like, a really hard time actually visualizing things in their mind, or, like, can't at all. Fantasia, I think is what it is, or something like that. I do not have that. I can see things in like I see things like an anime. It's weird. My ears are overly good, so that's maybe why I could hear it. I really hope that wasn't playing and fucking with people. Like, I get super overly stimulated with things, and it's really annoying and really bad. So I really hope I didn't overstimulate anybody there. On accident. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Definitely disagree. If it's a lot of people talking, I usually just sit back and stay quiet. If it's any more than like 5 or 6 people, usually. Unless they actively will give me the floor to talk. It's a slight thing. I'm more interested in finding out things than people. Slightly disagree. I slightly disagree. Because I like doing both. I love learning about things and I love learning about people. So, like, we'll go with slightly disagree. Sorry that my tracking's gonna be off for a sec. I just need to stretch. Ooh, I try not to be shrimp. I'm not shrimping, but I'm also like still. Fuck. I ain't shrimping, but also my back is not doing me any favors. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. Fascinating? Slightly agree. Slightly agree. I will randomly remember some dates, like the fact that the end of this week is 420, which is actually, I can't say that on. I don't think I can say that on YouTube. It's a historical figure's birthday. We'll say. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. Definitely disagree. Well, slightly disagree, because I do like my true crime documentaries. And the only reason that's getting that is because of true crime documentaries. If I find it upsetting if my daily routine is just upset or changed. I don't get upset if I don't have a daily routine, so I don't get upset if it's changed. But if I have plans and they are altered, I get really bent out of shape. Especially if it's like, for example, if it's Easter or something, and there's a family event that's thrown together last minute, and I'm told last minute about it, I get really, really pissy, and I feel really bad if I don't go, and if I do go, I'm like kind of slightly passive-aggressive and irritated the entire time. So, slightly agree. But only because I don't actually have a routine. It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expression and body language. Sometimes. Slightly agree. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I can usually tell when people are mad or sad or like really, really happy. But like, I have a hard time gauging that. I have a hard time gauging if it's not a super duper expressive emotion, if that makes sense. I don't have problems making small talk with new people. Definitely disagree, because I'm really good at talking with chat. I'm definitely really good at talking with chat. I don't try and initiate conversation, but if I do have a conversation initiated with me, I'm really good at talking. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. I'm usually the first person to notice when people get haircuts. I notice small changes in people's appearance, especially if it's something like haircuts, or if they trimmed their facial hair. Or if they like change the style of clothing or wear a different kind of makeup, I'm usually able to pick that up. So we'll slightly agree. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. If it's somebody that I've known for a while, then I notice. When I was young, I used to play lots of Let's Pretend or imaginary games. Dude, I'm gonna out myself a little bit. As I've talked about the wolf games, I used to play them on my own. So I used to literally sit in my room and basically roleplay with myself as different characters. I would sit and talk with myself and roleplay as different characters. And it was so self-gratifying, but also really stupid. And I still do it to this day. I prep my conversations before I have them and try and prep for the best solution. Usually, or the worst solution. Like, I plan for the worst case scenario. So we're gonna say, definitely agree. I like collecting information about things I'm interested in. Yes, definitely agree. If it catches my interest, I need to know more about it. Like, for example, recently I've been really into, specifically, I've been really into cafes, like anime collab cafes. And like host clubs and stuff like that, and maid cafes. So I've been on this weird rabbit hole of looking up cafe silly drink recipes. Victor would be proud. I keep getting in this like rabbit hole of looking up silly drinks. I'm in this rabbit hole of looking up like information on maid cafes and interviews from like host clubs and host bars. There's this one lady on YouTube who did a big long like hour-long video essay about host clubs, and it tickles my brain in good places. I love the aesthetics of it, and I also love the like it's such good information. And then like I love watching specifically Emerichu's collab cafe videos. It's like they've been hitting my fancy recently. So yeah, that's the answer to the question before this one. I like meeting new people. Definitely agree. Actually, I say definitely agree. But I do like meeting new people. But it also depends on the context of which I'm meeting a new person. So slightly. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly. Yes, I will go on for hours on end about topics. Stupid topics. Topics that nobody cares about. Even if nobody asked. Let's just say to my immediate friends and family, especially if you're still watching, I am so sorry you had to hear so much about Zenith. Because I talk about VTubing and things that happen on stream relentlessly. And I talk about my genmates relentlessly. And it's kind of been one of my hyperfixations. And it's so bad. It's so bad. I've made my friends and family sick of hearing about Zenith. And the fact that I'm like actually in a company now. I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions. Disagree. Slightly disagree. Sometimes I can tell that people are distraught, but I can't tell what they're distraught about. We'll do slightly disagree. New social situations make me feel anxious. Definitely agree. If it's a social situation, I like family events, family gatherings and parties, like going out with friends, especially if there's people I don't know, I get really, really anxious. But then again, that might just be an anxiety thing. Alrighty, Funny Ferret, I have to drive a several-ton death machine known as a heavy lifting forklift. You have fun. Oh, you're forklift certified! That's so cool! Have a lot of fun, Auntie. Have a lot of good fun. We hope to see you back in soon, and the VOD will be up on the channel. New social situations make you feel anxious. Definitely agree. It's important for me to carefully plan activities I'm going to do. Very much so. If I'm going on a day, like an outing, and I do not have a plan, it freaks me the fuck out. Because I get overwhelmed and stressed really easily. So I definitely agree. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. In a weird way, yes. I always assume people have good intentions even if they don't. I'm more likely to assume people have good intentions when they do, even if they don't. It's a problem. Heavily lift is basically a cube with wheels because I can lift the weight of 2 whole cars. Jesus fucking Christ, have fun, my guy. But I find it hard to work people's intentions are. Definitely agree. I always think people are more kind-hearted and more thoughtful than they are. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children. Slightly agree, but only because I don't like children. Just kidding. Well, kind of. I don't like most children. I have to have, like, a connection with the child to actually, like, have fun with them. Like, there are some children that live near the Zenith Manor that sometimes I go visit, and it's kind of fun. They're nice enough. They like me because I'm a plushie, and they saw me once and approached me and were like, oh my god, you're a plushie, that's fucking awesome. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not a child-friendly plushie, though. But yeah, I'll amuse them if they need to. It helps. Makes the old people that live down the street real nice. They like to help me with stuff. They help. They direct the funny traffic. The funny what am I looking for here? What's the word I'm looking for here? The delivery service. The fast food delivery stuff. They usually direct those people to the right place, which is lovely. And they sometimes let me watch the children, which I don't understand why. But it happens sometimes. Not as much anymore, since, you know, I've been hanging out at the manor a lot more. Anywho's, slightly agree. The only reason I find it hard to play with them is because if they do something really stupid, I'm like, no. I am a good diplomat, and I can use... Hold on. I'm a good diplomat and can help ease difficult social or work situations. Slightly disagree. I can be, but usually I freeze up, especially if it's people with authority talking over me. It's a problem. Once I finish it, though, I am going to become the big boss of the manor. I am often the last person to understand a joke. Slightly disagree. I'm usually the one making the jokes. But also, like, sometimes jokes fly over my head. It's a whole thing. I do a lot of... I like doing things spontaneously. Definitely. I love spontaneous. I like not having too much of a... I like having a plan of, like, what I want to do in the day, but not, like, a strict play of... Not a strict way of doing it. Unless I'm going out, then I do not like being spontaneous. I like knowing exactly what we're doing. If I'm interrupted doing something, I hardly get back to what I was doing beforehand. Agree. That's an ADHD thing, though, I think. I notice patterns and things all the time. Yes, I recognize patterns a lot. Sometimes it's harder. If it's, like, a long string of numbers or something, I won't be able to find a pattern. But if it's, like, actually, like, shape patterns, then I will. Or if it's, like, patterns of behavior, I tend to. Sorry, I just got freaked out because I heard talking. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, wait, no. It's an Alexa. It's the Alexa going off. Christ, that fucking terrified me. I'm just sitting here filling this out and I hear talking in my ear. I'm like, oh. Huh? Everyone else at the Zenith Manor is busy. Why is there talking? There was an Alexa that I hooked up. And it just went off and I got, like, really, really scared for a sec. Holy shit. Give me a sec. I have some very strong interests and I get upset if I can't pursue them. Slightly agree. We'll go slightly agree. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. Definitely disagree. I go on for hours, and I usually think people are getting bored way earlier than they are. It's a problem. So yeah, this is the last one. So let's see if it says I have the funny. Can't. Can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised, chat, in all honesty, but, you know, actually, I'm surprised it's only that much, kind of. But, like, ew, funny. I have to have a talk with my doctor soon. Anywho's, I get to go to the plush. I have to talk to the plushy doctor soon, and I don't like doing that. So, yeah, we're gonna just... Tee-hee. I'm gonna talk to the doctor. He's probably gonna say I'm funny again. To be fair, it's not the same funny disorder, but it's a funny disorder. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, it was really spooky. It was terrifying, and you should all give me attention for it. I'm just joking. No, but you should give me the candy for it. Speaking of candy,
That's a wonderful idea.
it's time to rank Halloween candy and snacks from 2021, apparently. I just found the best, the one with the most candy on it. Depending on what they have, I will be using stand-ins as well. Anywho's. It's gonna take a second to load in. Hold on. So. Candy. Yeah, we'll go with this ranking. It's fine. Actually, we're just gonna... F. There. S through F ranking. For those of you guys who don't know, I really like candy. I like sweets. So we're gonna rank some sweets. And we're gonna see. So, 100 grand bars. It's a good baseline C. I don't really reach for them. I think these 100 grand bars have nougat in them, right? Because nougat's fucking disgusting. It's gross. Three Musketeers, C tier. Again, I'm pretty sure they have nougat or some kind of weirdly textured thing in there that is like gross. Airheads. Airheads. I like airheads, but I'm not gonna reach for them. I should probably reach for more. I specifically like the mystery ones. I don't know why. I like mystery airheads and mystery lollipops the most. Nougat is delicious and you're objectively wrong? No, I am subjectively right. I'm subjectively right and you're all subjectively wrong. Take that. Hershey's almond, S tier. Hershey bar with almond is S tier. It's so good. I love, to be fair though, I love almonds. I really like almonds. Speaking of almonds, let's go. I was able to get in here in time. Let's go, Patchy. Hello, Patchy. Welcome to chat. Subjectively is for cowards. Yeah, which is why I'm also objectively right. And you are, in fact, wrong. Alright, Almond Joy. Almond Joy is going up in S tier because almond is good. And so is coconut. Apples. I guess it's candy. It's a Halloween candy tier list. But I'm just using it for candy. I'm not going to remove the apple. Why? Because apple's in S tier. I like apples. Don't even know what nougat is. It's really, like, weirdly textured, gross stuff that you find in candy bars occasionally. And it's, like, just gross. Let's go! Let's go. Chewy or marshmallow? Yeah. Which brings me to my next point. Actually, I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna do what I did before and skip ahead. Is there anything with marshmallow? Oh my god, what the fuck? Why is there so many? Oh, I think it duplicated the list a couple of times. No wonder. Is there anything in here that does have marshmallow? I'm not seeing anything that has marshmallow. Because marshmallow is not the best. Marshmallow's a B tier. Anything marshmallow is a B tier. Fireball. Fireball candies, which are like probably like hot tamales and red hots. I don't like being in pain while I'm eating candy. I don't like being in pain while I'm eating candy, and I don't really like cinnamon candy too much. I like cinnamon in some things, but I don't like cinnamon candy. Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth is in B tier. It does have a lot of the nougat problems, but Baby Ruth specifically holds a place in my heart because of the movie Caddyshack. And yes, I'm on about Caddyshack, but it's a good comedy movie. It's funny. There are some suggestive scenes and a lot of mean humor, but it's funny. Big Chewy nerds. These are like nerd ropes, right? That's what this is? Doesn't sound like something I would eat all the time, but definitely useful when you need to constantly munch on something because of anxiety. Probably doesn't lose flavor like bubblegum. That is true. It wouldn't lose flavor like bubblegum. Probably. We're gonna put it in B tier. B tier seems about easily. Twizzlers. Is there any other, like... okay, so it looks like it is just the list was copied and pasted a couple times. So it stops at York Peppermint Patties. Okay. Once we get to York Peppermint Patties, remind me to stop. I'm just gonna use this in place of actual Twizzlers. Because Twizzlers are S tier. You can use them as straws, and they're yummy, and they're delicious. I just use mint gum for it lasts longer and can't be bothered to chew it half the time. Mint bubblegum is disgusting. Specifically, spearmint bubblegum is just disgusting, and I don't understand why people like it. Blow pops? Blow pops. Blow pops are gonna get a B tier. They're like middle of the road. They're middle of the road. I don't particularly like them, but I also don't dislike them either. It's weird. I have to be like really in the mood for a blow pop, and even then I don't prefer them because I like to chew. I'd rather chew bubblegum or suck on a lollipop, not have them both at the same time. Mint stuff makes me have a hard time breathing when it's too strong. It's sad. Oh yeah, it fucking is. It's bad when it's bad. Butterfingers. Now Butterfingers, A tier. You can't eat too many of them at once because it makes your mouth feel weird. But Butterfingers are really, really good. Twizzlers just taste like plastic. Your teeth is upside down. Shut. I'm right. You're wrong. Shut up. But Twizzlers, no, you bite the ends off Twizzlers and you use it like a straw with Coca-Cola. It's delicious. What do you mean? I agree with the Butterfinger. Thank you. Thank you, Gio. Thank you. Thank you. Butterscotch. Butterscotch is going up here. I like candies that you can suck on and chew on and like use your mouth with. They're really good. Oh, I know, right? Do they think it was a good idea to put bubblegum inside of popsicles? Is that what you guys call them? So Pat, for a little information, I know Patchy doesn't live in America. We've had this conversation before because I've talked with Patchy before. But is that what they call it in other countries? Here they're called like lollipops. Oral fixation? Yes, I have a very big oral fixation. But yeah, like, I'd rather have them separate than together. Plus, I'm also very picky about... We call it Hold on. Hold on. Let me just...
That's a wonderful idea.
Pirulitos.
Pirulitos. Pirulitos? Pirulitos.
Pirulitos.
Pirulitos. Okay, that sounds fun. Huge chance I got confused with lollipop with what a popsicle is. Yeah, so lollipops are... You can keep outside of the fridge. Popsicles you have to keep inside the fridge. Best way I could describe it. They're very similar. One of them's a hard candy. One of them is usually flavored water. Now, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this one. Candy corn. A tier. Candy corn is good. Candy corn is really, really good. You can get different flavors of candy corn too. I've had s'mores candy corn. It was delicious. I like candy corn. I like the way you can chew it. Chat, why are you all agreeing with me? You're supposed to be disagreeing. Because candy corn, usually people hate candy corn better than Twizzlers. Like, shut up. Shut. I'm not moving Twizzlers. Twizzlers are great. We have caramel candies. Caramel candies, these guys are getting a B tier. These guys are getting a B tier because if they're old candy, it's really hard to chew them. And, like, I've hurt my teeth in so many ways by that. But if they're, like, normal, they're pretty good. I don't like the ones with the cream in the center, though. The really gross caramel with, like, cream in the center, the gyotsas? Like, the round caramels with, like, a cream center are disgusting. They are very disgusting. Harder to chew is better in your opinion? Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. But also, you need to be able to actually get your teeth through it, otherwise you're going to damage your teeth. And, like, I'd rather not damage my beautiful teeth. I like to have teeth to bite people with. Chocolate-covered pretzels, obvious S tier. Obvious S tier. They are delicious. Hershey's Cookies and Cream is gonna go in B tier. I don't really like white chocolate as much as I like dark or milk chocolate. It tastes a little off to me. And like for cookies and cream, I'd rather eat an Oreo or have cookies and cream. And actually, I'd rather just have an Oreo than cookies and cream flavored anything. It's okay, I have dental coverage. Shut up. Shut up, Mr. What is it? Universal Healthcare? Universal Dental Care? I'm an American. I don't have that shit. Crunch bars. You know, these originally were in S tier. And they're going back in S tier. I was debating putting it in A tier. But I'm putting it in S tier because I really like them. I really like the crunchy chocolate. I don't have it as much as I do other crunchy candies, but I really like them. Dots. Dots are another one like these candies, which is why they're going here. I like them. They're really good to chew and they taste usually really good, except for the lemon ones. The lemon ones can burn in hell for all I care. But, if you leave them sit for too long, they get really hard and really hard to chew. Speaking of really hard and really nice to chew, we have bubblegum. Bubblegum, especially the double bubble. I have that literally over in my snack bin right now. They are an S tier. We have a lot of S tiers for candy, I just realized. Milk Duds. But yeah, bubblegum like this is really good. Milk Duds, on the other hand, are a C tier. Could have been good, need to be better. They get a special place because my grandmother likes them. Speaking of, you have a snack bin? I have a snack bin. I have a lovely snack bin that's full of different candies and such. And one of the ones that I have is a lot of Double Bubble. I have a lot of, fun fact, Dum Dums, which is gonna say where this one goes. Yeah, I really like Dum Dums. I especially like mystery Dum Dums. They're really good. And I like to chew the paper afterwards. If you don't chew on the paper after you're done with the Dum Dum, you are objectively just... You have not lived and you are kind of... You're just... I don't know how you've existed on Earth this long. I'm sorry, what? Next time you have a one of those lollipops, the Dum Dums, you have to chew on the paper stick. If you haven't done that, that's these guys. That's these guys. They're suckers. They're suckers without... They're like Tootsie Pops, but they have more flavors and they don't have the bubblegum in the middle. They're superior, but they are smaller. Share a photo when you can. I would love to, but also, okay, so I should better explain this to chat. I've been in the process of moving for like 6 months now. It's really awkward. I used to have a full snack cart, like a 3-tiered wheel cart that I used to keep all my snacks in. So like one layer was all my sweets and candies and stuff. The layer under that was all my savory snacks, and then the bottom layer was all of like my drink mixes and my cups, so that I could easily just grab and prepare things on the go. And because I have a fridge right near where I am, I have like a water pitcher in there that I usually use to fill my water cup, and that's how I would mix them. But because I moved out of one place and into the Zenith Manor, I don't have my snack cart right now, and I still have to get it moved over. But, you know, getting things through the portal is kind of arduous and taxing, so I've just been in the process of moving. It's smart, good for when you're in a hurry. It's specifically because I'm a streamer that I had that. It's specifically because I had a streamer and because, I have a I used to have a bad habit of not drinking water. So I used to have to keep, like, cups and drink mixes so I actually would drink water. And, like, I also used to have a problem of not eating enough. And there's been times where I've had, like, my sugar drop a little bit. I'm not diabetic or anything. Not that I know of. But I used to keep snacks just in case, like, I started feeling that way. Or in case I needed a little pick-me-up or a little, like, emotional boost. I used to have a snack cart in my room that I used to keep everything on. And I'm hopefully gonna get it back soon. So I can stop living out of a box. But, like, yeah. I have a snack cart, and I love it. Next, fruit snacks. So, fun little tip. The best thing I could say about fruit snacks. Put them in the fridge before you eat them. They can become a nice cold, especially in the summer, they become a nice cold treat when you put them in the fridge. And they taste, like, even better. They're an S rank, but they taste even better. And it's great. Sorry, I'm like chugging my water. Because I am drying out my throat and making it painful. It's a little painful to talk. My ear's also itching. Alright. Tutti Fruit Chews. I think we have our contender for F tier. They're disgusting. You can't even put these in the fridge, like, to save them from being disgusting. They just are. I don't know why, I hate them. There's only one thing I hate more than these, and it's actual, like, Tootsie Rolls. They're disgusting, and I don't like them. You know what I do like, though? Fun Dip. This is going on A tier. I'm so sorry, I'm like... The pollen count's really high today, so I'm getting, like, all stuffy, but... Fun Dip is going in A tier. It would be an S tier if it wasn't as messy. That's my only issue, is when you get it on your hands, until you wash your hands or use hand sanitizer, it stays there and you can't just suck it off like most other things that are good that you can eat. You can't suck it off, and it, like, will stay on your fingers and stuff until then, and it's just not good. It's not good at all. That's why Fun Dip's in A tier instead of S tier. Gobstoppers. Gobstoppers are middle of the road. I'm not the biggest fan of Gobstoppers. I'm not gonna reach... Actually... Yeah, I'm not gonna reach for them, but I don't have anything, like, deeply against them. Good and Plenty is, C tier. They could have had better flavor. They could have had better flavor. Not much to say about them. I don't reach for them. I've only tried them every couple of times, and they're not, like, they're not a go-to. Nature Valley Crunch Bars. This is specifically Nature Valley ones. That's where I'm getting my issue. I don't like Nature Valley Crunch Bars. There are other Crunch Bars that I like, though. So I'm just gonna use this as a stand-in for all of them. This is not specifically Nature Valley. This is just Crunch Bars in general, or I'm gonna say, like, we're gonna include, like, any kind of sweet bar package thing. They're gonna go in B tier. There's a specific one that I had when I was up in Canada visiting that was, dark chocolate, almonds, and stuff like that. It was really, really good. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. But some of them are disgusting. And it really just depends on which one you get. Gummy Krabby Patties. Another B tier. Sorry about... I heard hissing outside. If one of the ghost dogs let in and is now fighting with a cat, like, outside the door, I swear I'm going to laugh my tuchus off. I'm gonna laugh my tuchus off, but I'm gonna make sure they're okay first. Because that would be something that they did. We'll see. We'll see if they come back in and are scratched up or anything. Trolley Sour Brights. Guys, this one's getting a B tier. Gummy worms usually are good. It's those specific Sour Brights. So I'm gonna move Sour Patch Kids up the list because this is where it's gonna get kind of weird and confusing and really oddly particular. So basically, specifically these two are going up into S tier. Now you might be thinking, Laika. You put Trolley gummy worms, the Sour Bright gummy worms down here. But you put both of these into S tier. Why? What's going on? Why is it like that? I do like sour gummy candies. I do like gummy candy, I do like sour candy. It's not either of those. It's the ratio of the sour, sweet, textured mixture. Also, give me a second. I have to... Tracking's gonna lose for a second. I have to turn on my little light. So that way, because it's getting dark out, it needs to track my face. You guys know how VTubing works. It's the amount of the sour gummy stuff that they put on the outside. The Trolleys have too much and it's too fine, while Sour Patch Kids have it being bigger and chunkier. It's easier to, like, one of the joys I get from Sour Patch Kids is sucking all of the sour sweet stuff off of there and then eating the gummy. Trolleys have a really bad texture when you do that, which is why Trolleys are in the B, but Sour Patch Kids are in S. It's literally just the amount of the amount of graininess it feels like is the only thing separating those two. And that's why they're different. Again, really weird particular shit to get, like, iffy about, but that's just how it is. Heath bars are going in C. Another one that they're a little too hard to chew on their own. Like, they're a little too hard to chew on, and it, like, hurts your teeth a little bit. Beck had to go get something to eat. I see that the talking about sweets has made people hungry. Don't worry, we'll probably get to the end soon. Probably. We might have to have another one of these because, I don't know if we're gonna finish every one of the fun little things I was wanting to do. I'm spending a lot of time on raking candies. Hershey bar. Normal Hershey bar is going into A tier because plain milk chocolate is good. It's something that you could use. It's something that you could use to make other yummy things. Hungry or just disappointed? It's both. Let's be honest, it's both. I'm very particular about candies, which is why it's getting a little weird. But, yeah, where were we? Oh, yeah, Hershey's you can make other sweet treats out of, like s'mores and other things like it. Hot tamales are going in F tier. Again, I don't like cinnamon candy. I don't like spicy candy. I don't like spice. We don't like the spice here, except for maybe Creole seasoning, but that's different. That's just flavorful spice and not, like, burn your mouth off spice. Jelly beans! Jelly beans are going to be high. It's going between S and A tier. They're going in A tier for one reason alone. The Bean Boozle beans are the reason why they're in A tier. Because it's... some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's as jelly beans are. It's a mixed bag. Jolly Ranchers are in A tier. Again, hard to bite, hard to chew. Don't really like it that much. I like being able to, like, crunch on things. Junior Mints, I've already said my piece on mint. Mint is disgusting. Only fresh mint is not disgusting. I'm very particular about fresh mint over artificial mint. Artificial mint is disgusting. Fresh mint is delicious. Kiss. Hershey Kisses. Hershey Kisses are going to go right next to Hershey's chocolate because it's the same thing. I really like these on peanut butter cookies. But it's the same. And I'm gonna get scolded for this. I hope I'm not scolded for this. Hi, boss. Hello. Hi there. I can't pronounce your name, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. If you have a nickname, please let me know. But hello, welcome to stream. We're ranking candies. Speaking of ranking candies, Kit Kats. Kit Kats. Good, I'm Henry. Henry, hi Henry. Hello, welcome to stream. Kit Kats are going top of S tier. Kit Kats. These two should get like their own tier. My go-to comfort candies are... there's one more on this list, so I'm not going to say them yet. I keep my name in JP for streamers I like, so it's easier for them. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, especially if you watch a lot of JP streamers. That's actually a really good idea. I would include it in my name, like Hiragana, but I don't want to confuse people into thinking I actually know Japanese. I can't tell what this one is, so it's automatically going in F tier because I can't tell what candy that is. I can't read. Laffy Taffy. It's okay. As much as it pains me, I'm gonna let this one be a stand-in for all of Laffy Taffy, which is why it's going up into B tier. If it was solely grape Laffy Taffy, it would be bottom of F tier. Artificial grape is fucking disgusting. And if you eat it, I don't know how you do, because it tastes like cough syrup. It tastes like cough syrup, and if you try and say it doesn't, then you're capping. You're lying to yourself and you're capping. The only reason you would like anything grape flavors is if you like a certain drink that I don't know if I can say on YouTube. I'm still getting used to being on YouTube. Banana Laffy Taffy is the best kind, so is strawberry. Strawberry is also top tier. You put the two of them together and they're really good. Lemon Heads. I'm iffy on sour candies. Lemon Heads, I don't have anything too far against, but they aren't impressive to me either. So they're going to go in B. I was debating C or B. We're going in B. Lifesaver gummies. Again, unimpressive. Unimpressive, not going to reach for them, but not going to scoff if someone tries to hand me one of them. Mentos, I'm going to... I've said my piece. I've said my piece on the mints. The mints are disgusting. Artificial mint is so disgusting. Laika, yes? Yes? What's up? What do you need to say? You say my name and then put 3 dots after it. You make me feel like I accidentally said something, or that I boxed myself or something. Do you like witch cream? Hell no. Hell no. I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my... I hate wintergreen. I hate spearmint. Artificial mints. I hate them with my entire fucking being. The only good mint is like actual mint. Like actual, like just plain garden mint is the only good type of mint. Because you can make mint syrup out of it and it's delicious. I'm a mint purist. Anywho's, continuing away from my ranting and raving about artificial mint flavor. Water break. Mike and Ike. Mike and Ike is going right next to Good and Plenty. I didn't realize these were 2 separate companies and 2 separate things for a while. I don't particularly like them. I'm not gonna tell you no. Well, these are high C tier. These are ones that I'd probably be like, no thanks if you tried handing them to me. But I wouldn't be as appalled if you tried handing me, like, mint. Cherry Cordials. I never heard of those. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to Google. We're going to Google, chat. Prepare to be flashbanged. We're going to Google.
That's a wonderful idea.
Oh, chocolate-covered cherries. I like them. I like them. They're probably a solid B tier. I'm not going to reach for them, but I'm not going to scoff at you if you try and give them to me. They're old man candy. Yeah, that's my experience with them too. My grandfather really liked them. One of my grandfathers really liked them. And we used to get them for him for his birthday and everything. They're pretty good. Again, not going to be something I reach and go out of my way for, but still pretty good. Milk Duds is on here twice. I think we're starting to get to the doubles, chat. Chat, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're getting to the doubles. Milky Way, another one that's unimpressive to me. I'm not going to scoff. I probably won't accept it, but I'm not going to laugh at you if you try and give them to me. Oh, we've gotten to M&M Central. Let's go. M&Ms. I like M&Ms. I'm not going to go out of my way for M&Ms. Same with peanut M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms are above normal M&Ms, but I'm not going to go out of my way to reach for them. Mounds. Mounds is only going in A tier because Almond Joys have almond and coconut. The Mounds just have coconut. What's better, Mounds or Almond Joy? Almond Joy, obviously. Almonds are great. Let's go. The double started. The double started, and now we have to keep track because it, like, doubles up on them, like, a bunch of times. I think someone's files got crossed when they were uploading the stuff for this. Mr. Goodbar have not really stand out to me. Actually, a little bit. I will take a Mr. Goodbar from you and eat it. I like Mounds more because all almonds give you hives. Okay, that's the only excuse for Mounds' existence is if you're allergic to almonds. If you're allergic to nuts, that's the only reason Mounds exists. So I'm not gonna knock you for that one. That's something you can't control. Necco wafers? Nico wafers? Nya wafers? I'm never gonna do that again. So, fun fact. I didn't know these existed until I worked at a fabric store. And the fabric store sold them, and I've never tried them. Until somebody had gotten them and I had asked to. I'm not gonna accept them if you try and give them to me. But I'm not gonna bully you for liking them. They're just flat sweethearts. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get sweethearts. Nerds. Nerds are an A tier. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them just because they have the same issue as Fun Dip. They're a little too messy for me. But, they are still pretty good. I also have realized that my voice is starting to strain a little bit. I can see the end of the tunnel! Oh, it's not! We already talked about Twizzlers, so I'm moving it up here. I didn't realize they had an actual Twizzlers. So we're gonna go over this real quick, because I didn't realize they had two options. Cherry Twizzlers are on top. I think this is their black licorice. The black licorice is in the bottom, because black licorice is gross. Gosh, please take care of your voice. I'm working on it. You know, that's why I'm taking... In all honesty, chat, that's why I've been taking streaming really slow. I've been trying to schedule not, like, a bunch of them in the same row so I can give a rest for my voice. That's why my schedule right now is so, like, on and off. I like doing the longer streams, but they do wear my voice out more, so I have to go on and off days instead of a bunch of days in a row. Usually I go Saturdays or Sundays as well. I just wanted to let Victor have his birthday, which was really fun. I think he had a really good time. I was watching his stream. I was in and out. And, yeah. Liquid soda bottle things. I never understood how to actually eat these. I always used to eat the plastic. And for that reason alone, they're going in F tier because the plastic's gross. And the water inside them is also not the best. But I used to try and eat the plastic, not realizing that, no, that's just the outside of it, like the extra packaging. So it's going there. Now and later long-lasting chews. I've never even heard of this. C is also gonna get any of them that I haven't heard of. So chat, you know how a little bit ago I was talking about, comfort candies? My top four comfort candies. Kit Kats, Almond Hershey's, Almond Joys, and Payday Bars. I love Payday Bars with every fiber of my being, especially chocolate-covered Payday Bars. Chocolate-covered Payday Bars are great. I'm not angry about the ratio of, like, peanuts and stuff, which is really good. Talking about health, I'll go take care of mine, so I might not be able to talk as much for now. It's okay, Patchy. It's okay. Go, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves before you're... Like, your health is more important than watching stream. It's fine. Do what you need to do. Chat, we just had a really high, now we're dropping to a really low. These fucking peppermints. These motherfucking peppermints. I fucking hate them with every fiber of my being. Hydration check? Okay. Mods are yelling at me to hydrate, so I have to hydrate. Thank you, my voice is getting a little raspy. Fuck these mints in particular. They are disgusting. Pixie sticks are going next to Fun Dip. They have the same issue. I like them, but they're really messy. Popcorn balls. Not gonna accept them. I don't really like them that much. So they're going here. I'm going a little... If I go a little too fast, let me know. I will slow down. Pretzels under... Where did I put chocolate-covered pretzels? Pretzels are going in A tier. Reese's Pieces, Reese's Pieces are S tier. So are Reese's Cups. I love me some Reese's Pieces and Reese's Cups. I love me some peanut butter. Ring Pops, very fun to wear, very, very able to be brought around. They do have a tendency to make your hand a little sticky. But, like, not all the time. It's just if you get, like, them too wet. So just, as long as you're just licking them like a lollipop, they're good. Rolos. I have a really good memory with Rolos, and that's why they're going up here. So, I used to have sleepovers with my aunties and uncles. And one of my aunties kept Rolos in the house. And I specifically remember sitting up with her at like 4 a.m. eating Rolos and watching Hellraiser for the first time. And it's a good memory. It's going up here. I have no clue what those are, so they're going into this tier. Runts. Runts. I don't think I liked Runts, but I also don't remember them, so they're going here. We're starting to get to the... We're getting towards the end. I can see it. It's right here. We just got a little bit more to go. Sixlets. Probably gonna say no, but I also don't remember them. They didn't stand out to me. Skittles. Skittles are an A tier. I prefer chocolate to fruit flavored stuff. I am a Cocoa Pebble girl and not a... Well, I do like Fruity Pebbles more than Cocoa Pebbles, but when it comes to like sweet candies like this, I prefer the I prefer things like M&Ms to Skittles. Smarties, American Smarties. I should preface. In Canada, M&Ms, Smarties are just like a flatter M&M. If you're from other parts of the world, Smarties may also be called Rockets, I believe. I know because maybe Canadians might be watching. Smarties. Smarties are the same as the Necco wafers. I'm not gonna really... Well, I'm moving these guys up. I don't have too much of a bad will against them. I'm not gonna... I will accept them, but if it's like the only option, I won't accept them over other things, but if they're the only option, I won't be to like turn my nose up too much at them. Snickers. Snickers has... I believe Snickers has nougat in it, unless I'm remembering incorrectly. I don't like Snickers that much. I don't know why. I just never liked them. I like the Snickers ice cream more than I like normal Snickers. I should probably say that. Spree. Don't remember it. Starburst. These are specifically cherry Starbursts, and I don't think we have all the Starbursts, so I'm just gonna do all the Starbursts. Starbursts are... like right here. That works. That works. Yeah, that works. I think that's a pretty good... That's a pretty good spot for them. I forgot immediately where I put them. They're Starbursts. Starbursts are there. Starbursts are nice. Let me just quickly... We got the best, one of the goats that's going up here. It's going up into S tier. Grandma's little, like, I don't know what these are called. They're like the strawberry hard candies that your grandma used to give you. That no one ever remembers where they came from, but they remember their grandmas had it. I think they're just strawberry hard candies is literally what they're called, and they're going up there. Sugar babies and sugar daddies. I've never heard of them, and I don't think I want to hear of them. That sounds a little weird. Swedish fish. Oh, another S tier. American candy? It's American candy. We've already gone over some of them, like M&M's, where it has equivalents. God, my throat is hurting. I've been drinking water, and my throat's just been like, yeah, no. Which is why I'm struggling through this. But yeah. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome to stream. Sweet tarts. Sweet tarts are going with Smarties and Necco wafers. Because I'm not gonna... I'll accept them if there's nothing else, but also they're mid. Ooh, taffy. Taffy is... actual good taffy. Is gonna go up into A rank. Low A rank, though. So, it has... like, the thing is, taffy has so many different flavors that it's hard to choose. I personally really, really like, I personally really like strawberry taffy, but, like, it's hard to get and it's kind of usually expensive, so I don't touch it that much. Ugh. Tootsie Pops are going into C tier because, well... Wait, where did my... It's going into this tier. As much as I love suckers, I hate Tootsie Rolls more than I love suckers. We're moving the Tootsie Roll there, too. I know it's one ahead of where we're looking, but, like, I've already said my piece on Tootsie Rolls. They're fucking disgusting. I don't understand how any of you people can like them. Teddy Grahams! Teddy Grahams are here. Actually, they're C tier. I probably wouldn't accept them, but I wouldn't laugh at you for trying to give me them. Twix. Twix is pretty high up there. Twix is an A rank. Warheads. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't like to be in pain because of my sweets. Warheads put me in too much pain. Werther's Original. I'm gonna put them here. I prefer soft caramel to hard caramels. Even though they're good to, like, chew and, like, suck on, I don't really, I'm really in between on caramel. I like caramel as, like, a topping on things, but not by itself. By itself, it's just a little too much. This is only going in, the white fudge chocolate pretzels are going here. Because, again, I don't really like white chocolate. I don't like it. It has a weird taste. It's got a weird taste, and I don't like it. Whoppers. This one's gonna be fun to discuss. I like Whoppers. They're not a go-to candy for me. They used to be. They're really fun to break in half and then suck on. I think that's a big thing, because I like sucking and chewing on my candy. I like candy that lasts a while. So Whoppers do that. Not as well, but they're still, like, small enough where you could do it a bunch of times. The only problem is they dry out your mouth a lot, so it's, like, a little bit off. Guys, we got, like, 2 left. Yogurt Delights, I've never heard of them. They're going in C tier. Because I've never heard of them. Actually, they're getting bumped up to B tier. I wouldn't scoff at you for trying to give me yogurt-covered, pretzels. We're on the last one! And I think you all know where this is going if you've been watching the full time. York peppermint patties are mint, therefore they are disgusting. All mint is disgusting. All mint is banned. All mint should be banned. And everything here is just repeats. We're saving this, and I'm not... That is my ranking. That is my tier list of sweets. Apparently also Halloween candy snacks, because there's also an apple there. But this is the ranking. This is the ranking. We're done with it. This one took so much longer than I thought it would. Oh my god. I really over-prepared for this stream. I might have to extend it. Because we have so much more that I have planned. That or I might have to divide it into another stream. Just by the way my voice is going. I did it! Oh my god, I have so much. Chat! You guys get to pick, except for Time Waster. You're not allowed to do Time Waster. Time Waster's the one that I had as a backup for if we went through everything too quickly, which definitely did not happen. You get to choose any one of these. Do you want to do another ranking, or do you guys want to do another personality test? I guess you don't get any sweets. Is it during the winter? Shut. Shut. No. I get sweets. I get sweets wherever I go. Anyways, is there any of these that are tickling chat's fancy? I will let chat choose the last one. Chat may choose the last one. But, like, this is definitely going to be the last one. Also, please don't pick Time Waster. Time Waster, we're going to have to extend for an hour, and that's going to be not fun to do. I don't think you guys are going to like Time Waster. So, see, we got another random personality. Save a photo for the tier list to compare your gen mates if they make... That's a good idea. I'm gonna share the personality quizzes that I have here with my gen mates. Time Waster? God. Not homemade ones, lol. I'm gonna share this list with my gen mates so they can rank everything. Game controllers. I'm seeing some game controllers, I'm seeing some Time Wasters. Hexadecimal color codes tier list. That would have been a funny Time Waster. Time Waster is much worse. Time Waster is much worse. Game controllers. I'm seeing a little more game controllers than I am the rest of them, which is good because game controllers is actually a shorter one.
That's a wonderful idea.
Game controllers. I have opinions. I have some opinions. First, we're gonna start strong. We're gonna start with the Switch controllers. The Switch controllers. I like them. I like Switch controllers. They're very versatile. You can use them a little thing. My only complaint is the buttons are a little too small. You can use one at a time, but the buttons are still kind of small. Next, Xbox 360 controller. Xbox 360 controller is pretty good. It's going into B tier though. Because they're usually a little too big, and because of the way they're like almost shaped, they have a little more bulk on them than a lot of the other controllers do. And like it messes with me a little bit. I'm a little bit off with it. I think this is the original Xbox controller. It's been a while since I've used some of these, so bear with me. Original Xbox controller. It's going in C tier. The design is really cool. The design is really cool. But again, it has the same problem where it's a little too bulky for my tiny hands. Like, those buttons are hard for me to press. I have very tiny hands. I have very, very tiny hands, so like it's hard to press buttons sometimes. So I appreciate when a controller is modeled to where you can press tiny buttons. This is, I believe, the Sega Genesis? No, it's a Nintendo. It's one of the two systems. My brain is fried. Tiny hands gang rise. I think that might... It's one of them. I am blanking on which console this is from. I'm blanking on what console this is from. I've got above average size hands, and I have no issues with Switch. And I have no issues with Switch controllers. Exactly. Some people do. I've had a few people say that they have problems with Switch controllers, but I don't. I like them. This one? I know what console this is from, but it's eluding me. It's going in C. Nope, it's going in B. It's got the same kind of smaller issue that this one does, but it's got some pretty decent controller mapping. Let's see. This is a PlayStation 4 controller. PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 controller. It's going at a B. The issue with this one is that it has too many buttons. You got the triggers on the back, you got the front buttons, you got the center button, like the center home button. Up pad, down pad, like, you got all of that, and then you have the center little, like, menu button. Like, the extra center, like, menu button kind of thing, and it's weird, and I don't like it. Because there's a power button and, like, a weird... There's two little menu buttons, and then there's a center one that you can press, and it's... There's a lot more buttons than I think there should be. It's a little clunky. I do like the way it feels in the hands, though. I love the way these ones feel in the hands. The only... some of these I don't... Okay, no, because that's the Genesis one. What console were you from? I don't know what console that was from. I can't think of it. Because I was like... I want to say Genesis, but I know it's not. I know it's not Nintendo. This is the Sega Genesis controller, which is going again in C, because it's not really. That doesn't hold well. It's got that like rounded design that's a little awkward. This one does too. Both of these have any of the round, weird, awkwardly ones are like really annoying. Speaking of round, weird, awkward shapes, the Wii U is going in C tier. I think I'm being a little too generous with C tier. These are all moving to D tier. It's going in C tier. It's got the amount of buttons issue. I like what it did because the Wii U walked so the Switch could run. But, like, it was still really big and bulky. PlayStation 2 controller. PlayStation 2 controller is going... It's going up with these guys. The one I can't remember is Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Thank you! I knew it was Nintendo, and I was like, I know for a fact it's not this one. It's not... I know, like... I've been streaming so long, my brain's starting to get fried. I think this gray one with the purple buttons, I think it's either... It's not N64, because N64 is this one, and I have words. It's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay. Thank you. I knew it was something. It was something with a really long, weird name. The Switch Pro controller is... Actually, I'm moving PlayStation 2 controller up to S tier. And the Nintendo Pro controllers are going into A tier. I like the slender design of these guys. Sony's really good at making like really nice slender controllers that work well. They look well. They work well. They look nice. And like, I don't know why. I just like corded. I'm really weird about corded controllers. I like them sometimes. I sometimes don't. It depends. But all of these guys, a lot of Sony's are going in the same spot. Personally, I like the Super Nintendo controller, but it's a nice size for your hands. The shape of the buttons is pretty comfy. It's a little weird. I prefer having the wings because I like to rest them on my, just the way, when I hold that one, it feels just a little too small for my hands. And I have pretty small hands. It just feels a little too small for them. I don't know why, it just is not comfy. GameCube controller. GameCube controller, my beloved. I love the aesthetics of the GameCube controller. It's got good aesthetics. It handles really well. The only thing I don't like is the, sorry, I'm like sitting here rethinking my options. I don't like the way the analog sticks are mapped. I don't like the way they are on the actual thing. GameCube is a bop. GameCube has the prettiest controllers out of all of them. We need more colorful, cute controllers. This is for the Nintendo... This is like one of Nintendo's first consoles. It's been a while since I've used one of these. I've only seen the miniature version of these. I've played with them, but only the miniature versions. It's going in B tier. Another one that's like... Actually, it's going up to A tier. I love the aesthetic of it, but I like having my analog sticks. It's easier, and I like having, again, something where I could rest it and like grip onto, because I'm very much a gripper while playing games. If a game is stressing me out, I will grip them. I will grip a controller. It stops me from wanting to throw the controller, so like that's part of it. It's from the Nintendo Entertainment System. Thank you. I thought it was Nintendo Entertainment System. My brain is fried. Fuck. N64 controller. N64 controllers handle really weird. I remember the first time I used this, I was trying to hold it like a normal one, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do anything with this? You're supposed to hold them by the center with one hand, and you're supposed to use the other hand to do certain other things, and like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's a good prerequisite to the rest of them. It got the shape right, but it added this extra little thing in the center, and it was just not good. This one... This is another Sega one that's weird, I believe. This is actually one that I don't think I've seen it before, but I don't know what console it's from. Wait, how is it used? Okay, without going and grabbing my actual N64 controllers and bringing them out, you're supposed to hold it... Hold on. Chat, give me a sec.
That's a wonderful idea.
N64 controllers. This is technically not the right way you're supposed to hold it for most games. Because, especially like Zelda, which is one of them that I do. It's a Dreamcast. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for filling me in, Car Dragon. Like, seriously, it's been a while since I've touched any of these controllers. But as you can see, you can either hold it by the sides or you can hold it in the center. And I just, like, for Zelda games, you had to hold it in the center, and it took me so long to actually get comfortable with using it like that. And it was very annoying. No problem, you're a video game nerd. I'm a little bit of a video game nerd. I'm a video game nerd for like early to late 2000s. Dreamcast I've never tried, so it's going in Wii U land, even though the Wii U was it's eh. Now we're getting to ones I'm more familiar with. We're back to ones I'm more familiar with. The Wii. Oh, the Wii. Oh, I love the Wii controllers. It is weird that you're supposed to use them with one hand, and I usually would dock voids like I did for this one. But the Wii controllers, you had to do it like that because it was motion control. The TV Destroyer, yeah. I love them. You can get them in pretty colors. I used to have a pink one. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to have a bright pink one with the extra motion pack, with a matching like extra motion pack on it. From the little plus add-on pack for Wii Sports 2, and I love it. I loved it. Plus, it had so many like modular accessories, and I loved the extra modular accessories. You could have like for Link's crossbow training or like early Resident Evil games, you could actually have like a gun. It had like you could put him into like a gun sleeve. For tennis, you could put them into an actual tennis racket kind of thing. For Mario Kart, you could literally put them into a steering wheel. It was so cool. Bro, it was so cool. So much plastic wasted, but it was so cool. This is going in B tier. It's another Xbox controller. Modern Xbox controllers are also going in B tier. Again, same issue. Too bulky. Too bulky for me. I like them slim. I like them comfortable, and I like them stylish. The Wii controller reminds you of the Switch ones, but bigger and more square? Yes. Absolutely. There's accessories for the Switch ones too, definitely. But, like, they're not as cool of accessories. I also do like, there's been a lot more actually, Switch controllers are moving up. Specifically because they also are now starting to get more customization options. And I think that's really cool. We're gonna download that. Chat, congratulations. You guys chose the shortest ranking list, so you guys get to choose the next one too. I did this one. Just know the rest of them are going to be pretty long, and we'll probably take up the rest of the stream. Because that one went a lot quicker than I thought it would. To be fair, that also is because I like retro consoles, but I'm pretty bad with some of the retro consoles. What about PC Mouse? What's tier? PC Mouse is SS rank. Super S rank. Because PC is Master Race. Basically, the Wii controllers are parents of the Switch controllers. Yeah, yeah. Fast food. Ooh, the fast food one would be really fun. Fast food, I might go off on a lot of tangents, though. That would actually be a really good one to fill time. Back to health break, feeling rough. Ooh, get some rest, Patchy. Get some rest. I'm seeing some of the fast food one, so I guess that's what we're doing next. Time for me to show you guys how much of a fat ass I am.
That's a wonderful idea.
Restaurant tier list, let's go! I'm gonna get flack for this. I'm already, like... I need to add a tier. Hold on. We're gonna do what we did for the first one, just to whittle this down. Any of them I haven't been to are automatically going into... Actually, I've had that. Every one of them that I haven't had are going into a section together. Sorry, Californians and Portlanders and everyone on the West Coast. I've never had Jack in a Box. Let me just quickly get those guys. Any of them that I haven't done, I'm just gonna pull out. Ooh. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like sitting here trying to figure out which ones I've been to and trying to remember back. I'm trying to remember. Oh, rip Menchie's. Rip Menchie's. God, this one's gonna be long. Why are there so many? I've already talked about not going to A&W before, and I really want to next time I'm up in Canada. I've been there. I've been at that one, that one, that one. I'm surprised. A lot of these, I believe, are like local places also. I think that's why we're having a little bit of an issue. Is because a lot of these are like state local, if you're in America. So, like, just be wary. That's probably why. Like, bunch of these guys I do not know. Watch, I end up doxing myself by reviewing fast food and something super duper local. That only me and the creator of this list actually know. Oh my god, there's so many I haven't done! What the shit? Holy fucking... Where? Why? Oh, Rip Friendlies too. I've seen this one, but I've never actually been to a Caribou Coffee. Sorry, chat. This would have been a good one to have in the background already ready. I've seen this one, but I've never been there. I've had that. Not had that. Some of these... I mean, you know what? I'm keeping it on there if I've had, like, the at-home versions, but If I haven't, then I'm not going to. Hey, yo, we at the Shoney's! I have words about that one. This could be fun. Fuck, why is this one taking so long to set up? There's so many! So many! Okay, we're switching it up. We're grabbing from the bottom. Again, sorry, Los Angelesers. I've never been to Steak Shack. Oh. I saw one and I just immediately felt physically ill. That's gonna be fun to talk about. Ugh, pollen in the area is really bad right now. I'm sorry. I just messed up my microphone. I'm sorry. Such a cute scene. Thank you. It's sadly not the first time I've heard that. It's one of those times. See, you're going there, you're going there. We're getting so close to the end where I haven't had anything. Oh my god, and you have not had, you have not had, you have not had. I should have gone with one with a smaller list. Bless you, thank you. Thank you. Again, sorry, Los Angelesers, I've never been to a Del Taco. It's on my list. I've never heard of Round Table Pizza, but I'm going to... No, I can't do that. I was, like, sitting here thinking of, a different place, but I can't remember the name of it. It's not that, though. I know that for a fact. It's, Medieval Times. That's what it was. Surprised Medieval Times isn't on here. I guess it's not a chain restaurant. Well, like, that's kind of a chain restaurant. CPK, I've never been there, but I've heard of it. Okay, I think this is all ones that I've had. Yeah, this looks mostly like all things that I've had. I think we're ready to start. Oh my god. I'm moving the never hads to the top of the list. Just because I've never had them. We're ready! I finished and we're ready and let's just fucking do it. This will be great. I didn't just spend like 10 minutes setting this up. Okay. Sippy sip. Anywho's. We'll start off with the Red Lobster. The reddest of the lobsters. Red Lobster. Every time I've gone to the Red Lobster near my house, I've gotten food poisoning. Literally not a joke. It's getting a B tier. Seafood can only... Seafood's eh. I love their cheddar bay biscuits. Every time I eat their fish, I get sick. And I don't know if that's just a me issue. I don't know if that's an me or an issue. So, like, I can't... Just be wary of Red Lobsters. McDonald's. I'm gonna get flack for this one. I really like McDonald's. McDonald's is like comfort. I go there. It's my comfort one. Yeah, it's my comfort one. I like it. It's going into S tier because of childhood memories, and also it's one of my favorites, and it's my list, not yours. Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna get some heat. This actually, it's going in C tier. Their chicken sauce is great. Too bad it doesn't taste better than not being a homophobe. We're just gonna leave that there. Sorry if anyone in the agency wanted to get a Chick-fil-A sponsorship, but it's not happening. McSadburger, McGood. It's McDonald's. It's all right. Listen, I like the clown. Wingstop, I don't really like wings that much. Wings are one of those that I don't really like it that much. It's going in B tier. I'm not gonna go there of my own volition, but if somebody's like, hey, we're going here, I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, I'm not going. Actually, we're moving that down to... I'm not gonna be upset if somebody says that we're going here. I am gonna be a little upset if they say Chick-fil-A, but I will still eat there. D is gonna be like, I flat out refuse to eat there. Maybe I should move Red Lobster. Red Lobster's moving down to D, because I would totally refuse to eat it. I have totally refused to go to a Red Lobster sometimes. Denny's. Denny's is is above Wingstop. I won't argue about going there. I'm just like, I mean, I guess I'll go, but like, meh. Famous Dave's. Famous Dave's. I've had Famous Dave's before. I do not remember it. It's the lowest quality food that can legally be served. Shut. Shut. Let me bathe in my nostalgia. I get happy when people bring up that we're going to McDonald's, okay? Let me have this. Alright, Famous Dave's. Famous Dave's. This is barbecue. Barbecue is only good if it's done right, but I'm not gonna sniff my nose too much at it if it's not. Food is food. I thought I put you up here already. Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's. I've had them for things. Not a big fan. It's a nostalgic comfort. Thank you, Car. Thank you. It's nostalgic comfort food. Jersey Mike's, I have nothing against them. It's not gonna be like my first thought to go for subs. There's one that's not on here, and I'm surprised it's not on here, that I would prefer for subs. Over this one? We'll get on that later, though. Pizza Hut. I have had Pizza Hut once or twice. It's going with Chick-fil-A. It's going with Chick-fil-A and the, like, I really, really don't want to eat there. Mainly because I've had a friend who had really bad experiences working at Pizza Hut. Then again, the quality over there is... Arguing over here is a bit... Here in Brazil... Oh, Brazil! Brazil is nice. I've heard a lot of good things about Brazil. TGI Fridays. TGI Fridays... It's also C tier. It's not one of my go-to places. White Castle, just for the funny Harold and Kumar memes, maybe. But, it's going here. All because of the funny Harold and Kumar memes. But also, I'm not gonna argue about not going there, but I'm also not gonna be like, yeah, let's go there. Big B's Coffee. Another one of them. I have other coffee places I like more. BJ's, another coffee place. I have other coffee places that I like to go to. Chili's. Burger's actually really decent. I like it. They also don't have my favorite place on here, and I will reveal that at the end as a little surprise. We're having stream issues! We just dropped a bunch because we had stream issues. That's what happens when you have ultra low latency, baby! I hope that reconnects easily and doesn't fucking crash everything. We're just gonna go through these fast, because it's close to time and I'm in pain. Annie Ann's. I actually like Annie Ann's. Hardee's, Carl's, and Junior's. Not... I'm just gonna get through these quickly. Those two go here. Dippin' Dots are pretty decent. Panda Express is really good. I like the chicken. Why are you here? You have a decent chicken. Don't know what you are. I missed you. Ben & Jerry's is pretty decent. Hungry Howie's. Not my favorite pizza place, but not the worst pizza place. Why did Dunkin' Donuts go there? Where did they go? I think I just yeeted him into the distance. Yeeted some... Oh, Hungry Howie's. Hungry Howie's. Better than Pizza Hut, not good. Papa John's, the same level as Pizza Hut. Steak and Shake, top tier. Good shakes, good burgers. Very good. I drink. Dunkin' Donuts. A tier, but only because one other thing is a store like this that I like better. Don't know you. Why are you here? Domino's! Domino's goes in A tier. IHOP! International House of Pancakes. Now International House of Breakfast, apparently. Goes in the C tier. I don't like it. Charlie's is going in C tier. Chipotle! Controversial opinion time! Chipotle is overpriced for what it is. It's going in B tier. Checkers and Rallies! I like their fries, but probably also B tier. Friendlies! I miss Friendlies. Friendlies. I used to live right near a Friendlies. I loved their birthday cake ice cream. It was so good. I miss Friendlies with every fiber of my being, and I want to go back. Jollibee. Is that a FNAF game reference? No. I've never been to Jollibee's. I would love to try it, though. It's supposed to be really good. And yes, this is a joke about the five nights. I think it's just Jollibee's now. It's something. It's something Jollibee themed that was FNAF. I don't know. My brain is dead and my throat hurts. Golden Corral. If you want a buffet, just go to a local buffet. Golden Corral kind of sucks. Dairy Queen. Baskin Robbins is moving down and Dairy Queen's moving where Baskin Robbins is. I'm more likely to go to a Dairy Queen than a Baskin Robbins. I like the flurries, okay? Listen, I thought this would... I spent so much time organizing these that I'm just, like, over it. Chuck E. Cheese, obvious S tier. I love the jank pizzas. It's so silly. The silly jank pizzas. Wendy's is also really good. Wetzel's Pretzels, never been to. Why the fuck are you here? P.F. Chang's, I've had P.F. Chang's. It's bleh. Bojangles, also eh. Haagen-Dazs, also eh. Texas Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Sorry. Had to get a Family Guy meme. But no, Roadhouse is S tier. High S tier. Steak Shake also should be higher S tier. It's expensive, but it's really good. I love their rolls. I love the steaks that I would get from the ones nearby. So good. Chat, you know how I was talking about Dunkin' Donuts being good, but not my favorite? Tim Hortons! Tim Hortons is, like, actually, I really like Tim Hortons. And not just because... I like listen, I like Tim Hortons. I like their donuts. I like the donuts. Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's going in S tier. Again, sentimental value. Bob Evans. I'm gonna get some flack for this. I also don't like Bob Evans. I need to restructure this list. You're all getting moved... Chick-fil-A's getting moved down here. Pizza Hut's getting moved down here. IHOP's getting moved down here. I'm thinking of things I'd viscerally say no to. Things I'd viscerally say no to are going down here. Things I'd be like, can we do something else? No, okay. I'm probably not going to eat anything, but also I'll go with you. Waffle House. I like watching... I'm not gonna make that joke. I was gonna make the joke of I like watching fights in the Waffle House parking lot, but no. That's a little too much. Shoney's! I've been to a Shoney's once. It was... not good. I don't understand why... It's got memeability, sure. But, like... It's not that good. It's not that good. I'm gonna be for real. You're supposed to be in that. Marco's Pizza is my go-to pizza place. Other than a chain restaurant. The fruit is hanging too low there. Listen, I didn't... Listen. I have a very acquired taste. Very acquired. I have an acquired fast food taste. And that acquired is shit. But I never claimed it wasn't. Olive Garden. I'm okay with Olive Garden. I don't have anything against Olive Garden. Cold Stone Creamery. Never been there. Orange Julius. I've been there because it's been combined with Dairy Queen, and I'm less likely to order from them than I am Dairy Queen. Low-hanging fruit there about derbies? About what? About derbies. Derby. What the? Heh. Do you mean Denny's? Derbies. I don't recognize derbies. I'm so confused. I've been streaming for too long and my brain is going numb. Culver's, I've never been to Culver's. Cinnabon. The fighting in a parking lot? Yeah. Cinnabon's going up here. I like cinnamon rolls, obviously. CC's Pizza is another good one. We don't have them around where I am anymore, but I used to go there a lot with friends, and I like have really good memories from there. So it's going up there. Buffalo Wild Wings, again, wings. It's my go-to for if I'm going over my parents and they don't know what to get, and I'm just like, get buffalo wings. And to be fair, I don't even eat the buffalo wings there. I don't eat any of the wings there. I mostly just eat the cheese curds because they're delicious. Popeyes. I've never been to Popeyes. You know where I have been, though, that's like Popeyes? Raising Cane's. I actually really like Raising Cane's. I've only ever had it recently, and it's really good. I'm sorry if I'm speeding through this. It's... I'm tired. My throat's tired. I'm tired. Jimmy John's. I've had them for school things. I don't like them. Little Caesars. It's hot and it's ready. It's not good, but it's hot and it's ready. And it also has a warm spot in my heart. It's going with Buffalo Wild Wings. For price alone. Price alone, it's good. Sonic. Sonic. I don't like Sonic. I'm gonna get called a basic bitch for this, but I don't care. Starbucks is going here. It's the closest thing I can get to Tim Hortons in America. Even though Tim Hortons is kind of shittier coffee. But, like, it's alright. I mean, that's alright. Subway is my go-to sub shop. I like Subway. I like Subway. My Subway order is specifically a tuna on flatbread with provolone and spinach, not toasted. And it is delicious. And it's really good. Taco Bell, it's going up in S tier. You know it, baby. I like Taco Bell. I am a chubby American girl, and this is how we do this. Don't know you. Don't know you, and I don't know how you snuck under my nose. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is good. I like Krispy Kreme. I like donuts. Longhorn Steakhouse. Not my favorite steakhouse, but good. Taco Bell is for when I'm feeling a masochist. Honestly, same. Honestly, same. I like Taco Bell, though. I really like their, I like their 5-layer, meat and cheese wraps. They're really good. Longhorn Steakhouse is going here. Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays is a recent favorite. I went there for my 21st birthday, and it was really good. And then I went to a bar afterwards, and it was really good. I haven't raged in a bit, so it's time to rage. Long John Silver's fucking sucks. It's low F tier. It's so bad. It's the only fast food place that I actively am like, I will not eat there and I will not let you eat there. The chicken tastes like fish and the fish tastes like chicken. It's gross. I don't like it. They fry them in the same thing. I don't like it. It's so gross. I hate it. I hate it so much. Never again. Never again will I ever eat at Long John Silver's. Every time I eat there, I get sick. It's worse than Red Lobster. And the food doesn't even taste good coming in. It doesn't even taste good going in. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me... The hush puppies are disgusting. It makes me viscerally uncomfy and ew, and I don't like it. Burger King. Burger King was my late grandfather's favorite fast food place. It's going in A tier. B tier. It's going in B tier. I don't like it that much. I don't know why my grandfather liked it that much, but I don't like it that much, but he loved it. Quiznos is this Panera's had some funny stuff going on. Their energized lemonades are pretty fun. I can't drink them, but they're pretty fun. It's going here. The Firelink Shrine for White People. Cracker Barrel. When you die and you're a white person, you respawn at Cracker Barrel. I should also note this. I'm very, very white. Please don't call me racist. I'm joking. I'm poking fun at myself and my family because this is also a family favorite. It's going in B. And then finally, in honor of Aries, Outback Steakhouse. I have some good memories from Outback Steakhouse. I like them. Not my favorite steak place to go. But, like, Outback Steakhouse. It's alright. I like the bloomin' onion. I know it's not actual Australian food, but it's funny. And that is it. We finished. I did not expect to not know all of these. I did not expect to find a bunch of them that I just never been to. Like, Jesus Christ, I need to go out more. And try more fast food, apparently. Let me download this. Save or download. Download the image, and... yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming to stream. I'm sorry that we got a little, eepy. I'm sorry that we got very, very eepy towards the end of stream, but, like, oh my god, my voice is cracking real bad. It's so crackly. And I guess you do have to reset chat for each stream, so that's fun to know. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining in today. I know it was a long one, and I know that we had some issues with chat not coming up and with the thing being stupid. But I had a lot of fun today. I hope that you guys liked my opinions. I hope that you guys liked the personality quiz and getting to know me better. I guess I should share what's going on later this week, too.
That's a wonderful idea.
Thank you, Flowey. Flowey agrees with me. It's a wonderful idea. Let me go to Lichun. Let me get a good look at my schedule, because I forgot what I scheduled this week, because I'm not that good of a streamer. I'm still working on it. The next thing that we have is going to be my first gaming stream, the first time I actually play a game on stream, and I'm very excited to bring Corpse Party, the 2021 remake, to you guys. And afterwards, on Saturday, we are in fact having a AMA Zatsudan stream. So, on my Twitter, I will be posting a link to my marshmallow. It's also linked on my, my YouTube page in my links section. There is a marshmallow. Please feel free to ask any question, and I mean any question. To be honest, me and management are going through them beforehand, so I can easily plan if there's anything, like, too bad. So, like, keep that in mind. But otherwise, we're going to be pretty much answering every question. So, like, yeah. Please send me messages and stuff like that on Marshmallow. I would absolutely love to answer questions. I love talking to you guys. Especially when I can go on long-winded tangents about things. Hopefully I won't get as tired. But, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining in today. I had such a lovely time. Thank you all again, and we are going to be ending, and I will probably be raiding out and finding someone to raid. So yeah, thank you again, and I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your night. Bye-byes. 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 Bye-bye.